Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. Welcome one, welcome all, nerds all over the internet. It is Saturday, October 5th. We're well in the month of pumpkin season, spooky season, horror season.
Excuse me, it's only been 5 days into October.
Yeah, we're well into it.
Don't rush.
No,
this
we are not.
birthday month.
My whole head is in this.
We're 5 days into it, okay?
Why are
Just
we going
five.
spooky?
Spooky, scary,
Scary
skeleton.
Send shivers down your spine.
Exactly. Listen, we just got through a Let's Play where there was a level that's dedicated to Halloween.
Yeah, I know. We have to endure
Yes.
the horror of horrible physics and terrible speed amounts and the fact that your body's made of soap.
Also, apparently, every single one of us started singing This Is Halloween from memory, by heart, unprompted.
Well, it doesn't help that every balloon has Jack Skellington's head on
Looking
it.
head on it.
It wasn't even a shout out. It was just him.
It's just him.
How
I
did they
know.
get away with that?
The spirit of Jack is among us.
Among Us? It's Among Us, is a? It sounds sus.
It's amongst
I
us.
saw you
you
vent.
vent.
Personal jinx.
Oh, we're gonna bent, all right.
All right, folks, welcome to the Ravens Flock. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel, and I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night on YouTube and Kick. And joining on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, the hero of the Shadow the Hedgehog Let's Play, Mr. Angel Mendez. Does it feel good to be a hero?
It was a difficult journey, fraught with complications and stress. It was filled with enemies, falling pits, and a bunch of people telling me to do stuff for them. But that doesn't matter, because being a hero is not about doing the right thing. It's about doing what makes me feel good. Wait. Yes, thank you. Hope that you enjoy this show as much as we enjoy making it for you. And once again, it is a pleasure and a joy to stand among my fellow nerds with the light of God by my side.
And of course, on our far left, blasphemy, we have one of our awesome cosplayers. Here's Dragonfang.
Hi guys, it's birthday month. Don't disrespect October.
Okay, no.
Disrespect.
We're not disrespecting. Nobody's disrespecting.
You're saying it's going fast.
Listen, if I
Don't
okay, but listen, if
that.
I don't say that this month is spooky month, Angel's gonna say it's spooky month.
No,
It is spooky
I will
month.
never disrespect October. I
We're
respect
not
October.
saying don't say spooky enough.
I
We're
love
saying
October.
don't say well into the
I'm
month.
gonna take October to a nice
We're
dinner,
just
and then I'm
starting.
gonna take her
Just
to bed,
started.
and then I'm gonna get her
Just started.
pregnant.
We are
And by the way,
approaching-
I'm never
Rabbling
paying
and
child
rambles.
support.
Rambling and rambles, gotcha.
I'm not
And
paying
ra-
child support.
Oh,
for
what the
October.
hell is... Wow, okay.
And rambling and ramble on our far right over here is one of our awesome cosplayers, Ziana Rose cosplay.
Hi guys, and remember we're Scorpios, so
Ching ching.
Do you have to throw that in there?
No.
yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. We have
Bro,
to throw it in there
bro.
because you know.
Women are being toxic again.
Excuse me,
He said it, not me.
princess.
He said it, not
we
me.
could sting you.
You called yourself a Scorpion. I'm going to
Sit up, man.
extrapolate on that.
Can't see you, Angel.
Angel, sit
You're
up.
hiding
Why are you-
Gentlemen, it
I
is
said
with
we're
sad news that I must
Scorpio
inform
because
you.
that's our astrological sign.
No, I thought that was just because you were like a horrible
no,
eight-legged creature that
it's
poisons
called
others.
being a Scorpio.
Yeah,
Yes.
a horrible eight-legged creature that poisons
Dear
people.
God, you're
Oh
asking
my
for these women
God.
to claw your face off.
Gentlemen,
No,
it is
we're
with
speaking
great
now.
sadness that I must inform you that women.
Okay, does that mean that we can get us food?
Yeah.
All right,
We're taking
all
your
right.
mac
That's
and
debatable.
cheese.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Okay.
let's
Cut it in
discuss
half.
that. Let's
Bring it
discuss
on,
that
I'll fight
later.
you for it.
And of
I'll
course,
fight you for it.
folks, nerds, we cannot forget
Of course.
the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, Amanda puts in the hours playing all the videos on his channel every single week. You're not a Scorpio, are you?
Please fall.
Sagittarius for the win, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right on this one.
horses.
Okay, we're
Don't
good.
touch me.
Oh no, we're safe. We're safe. Mr.
am I.
Juan Rouse.
Yeah. Centaurs are cool, okay?
I never said they weren't.
For the record, they are.
We kill
and they're
Hercules.
Centaurs are badass.
So they
Yes,
are.
yes, they are. The centaurs are badass, and they're archer centaurs too.
Even
and
better.
They can kick
So
you.
thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister.
And folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work regular 9-to-5 jobs to keep the lights on and to support ourselves. However, we ask for your support this time around. Instead of us supporting ourselves, we want you to support us. Support us harder by sending more people our way. Encourage your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies, your everyone in your life. Encourage everyone who crosses your path to succumb to the will of the Ravens flock and subscribe to us.
Disclaimer,
And send
we are
us
not a
money.
cult.
We're not a cult,
Can
I
I
promise.
break in right there?
Can you?
Does that mean that we're looking for sugar mommies and sugar daddies?
Yes, as a matter of fact. We'll be your sugar babies
Oh
for
my
entertainment,
God.
but legitimately
I'll
on
take it back. I
YouTube.
think I prefer being a cult.
Shut up. Go on.
Point is, with that, we'll be able to quit our regular jobs and work for ourselves and actually work on doing things that we love and enjoy for a change. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store. Link in the description below when you get access to all of us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, we got Sarah Serenity Magical Cosplay in the chat. Hey, up, Sarah Serenity, we appreciate you here. Glad to see you. She says, I'm exhausted and stressed as fuck. I'm sorry to hear that. She's also saying Team Scorpio for the win. November 17th for her. Not bad. I can dig it.
Yes.
And Ben Cruz is in the chat. Hey up, Ben Cruz. Stay safe and be prepared for the storm this week. God
That's right.
fucking damn it.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Hold on.
We still haven't.
Knock on wood.
We still have no plywood to put on our.
Yes, it is.
On our
It is
windows, so-
unfortunate that under our current circumstances, there are still many of us here in the state of Florida and states that have been affected that are still trying to recover
And
from this
clean up.
from
last week.
from the devastation of
Imagine
Hurricane
surviving
Helene.
a car accident only to see a bigger car speed at you. That's the situation right now.
Actually, no, it wasn't even last week. It was literally.
So you can imagine.
No, it was last week.
Yeah,
Holy
so you can
I thought it was
imagine
Sunday.
the shock of how everyone heard that we got another one coming our way.
No, we're not that surprised. You know why? Do you guys remember 2004?
2004.
I remember
With
2004.
4 hurricanes.
Back to back to back to back to back.
Exactly. So
Were you
needless to
around
s-
for the 2004 back-to-back?
I was in fact here for 2004 because I came to this country in 2003. But ironically, I barely even remember the hurricanes because during that time, I basically went through a period of life that I was just glued to my TV 24/7 watching.
Okay, well,
Cartoon Network.
here's the thing. They evacuated one side, then they evacuated the other side, and then everyone was in the middle, and then it went whoop in the middle.
It went, ha ha,
And then,
I
and
see
then
you
we
guys right
lost
there.
all of our
Screw you.
vacation days.
Hurricane just breaks
Yes.
through the window
No, we
going, I
literally-
heard you talking
no,
shit.
We had to literally make up
We didn't
all
have
of the time
Thanksgiving
off we had.
break.
So we didn't have Thanksgiving. We didn't have Christmas. We didn't have New Year's. We didn't have spring break.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it
We
was
didn't have
pretty shit.
anything.
It sucked.
Now, obviously, the fact is, aside from resources, we are doing some very difficult work here. We're not just fighting the everyday doldrum of our lives, we're fighting the forces of nature itself, because apparently, once again, the very existence of Florida blights God, and he decided to just whip out his dick and slap the entire state. But we are not going down that easy.
No, we're not.
say
We're
we're
gonna
stick
do what
fighting
we.
contest.
We're gonna do exactly
man.
what we've been doing every hurricane season. We're going to prepare. We're going to stock up. We're going to try to help out as many of our loved ones as we can. And in order to do that, we're going to
We
need the
need-
right dose of energy.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Just like before, just like now, just like in the future, we'll continue to make Glitch Energy regret every second that they gave us this delicious 20% flock fuel code promotion. You go to that website.
I got
boom,
this,
there.
Angel. Tell you what,
Angel,
Angel,
we got this part.
One.
All right, it's Glitch Energy, specially formulated smart energy blend, keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock, with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 lag, 0 calories, and 0 crash. These guys don't just get you running hyper, but they keep you running hyper. They don't just let you fall on your face. They ease you on down. It's the
They'll
most
punch you there
it's-
themselves.
No, it's the most conscientious style of energy drink you could ask for.
And in terms of flavor, Glitch has got you covered, because if you go onto their website right now on glitchenergy.com, you'll see that they have a large selection of different flavors to choose from. And be sure to keep your eyes open because you never know when a new flavor is going to drop.
Like
right
this
now?
one. For the holiday season, Screamsicle has returned. Blood orange popsicle.
I need it.
It's
I
very
love
tasty.
blood orange.
Now, obviously, as people that have tried this product before, as we like to say and repeat, if we wouldn't like it, or rather, if we don't love it, we don't sell it to you. Every single person here has tried a wide variety of flavors, and we're ever happy that we're getting more. So please consider going to that shop and using that code, because not only do we want you to get this, we're willing to cut the price by a whole gosh darn fifth of it, 20%. That is like what?
Yeah, I can't.
It's
math right
money. What's important
wait.
is we're giving it to you for cheap,
Calculator?
we're giving it to you for taste, and we're giving it to you because we want you to be healthy. Serious time. We are in a difficult position right now. We got storms coming down, and let's be honest, that is the second hurricane we're getting so far. If we're lucky, that will be the last one, but all the same, we want you all to stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay delicious.
Knock on
Thank you for
wood.
that,
So
Dragon
drink yourself some glitch and give us your money.
No, give them your
Give
money.
them
Give
your
Glitch your money because these guys bust their butts. They've been keeping their production going despite the fact that we're dealing with natural disasters.
They are the Waffle House of energy drinks. That shit ain't never closing down.
Exactly. You see it? Do you see Logan Paul keeping his shit running from using Prime Energy? No. You see him scamming people and breaking freaking FDA regulations like a dumbass.
Funny you
But
should
Glitch
mention
Energy doesn't. You know why? Because they're conscientious. They care about what you put in your body. That's why they let you know everything that's in this baby. You give you the nutrition facts all up in this bitch.
Which
you
we've already covered.
Yeah.
basically.
You see that? You see this?
That's a lot of zeros. That must be very important because science.
The zeros on there's for the carbs and the sugars. You see that? 0 carbs and 0 sugars. Hell yeah. You get ascorbic acid, that's vitamin C. You get taurine, tyrosine, the alpha size blend.
Infinergy.
Cognitique, which is the energy blend that they get from coffee extract.
Estrogen.
Let's see. Innova Green, which is the green coffee bean extract. Infinergy, which is more caffeine extract over here. Thiamine and estrogen, which is part ginseng and astragalus membranaceous over here. And there's other ingredients over here that don't really matter. And, hey, no, I don't have time to read all of those, and neither do you.
I know. It's
Once
just funny
again,
to hear
folks,
you
go on
say
to
it.
glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel to get 20% off your order. We would like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock. Don't worry, we're going to hunker down this coming week. We will ride out the storm.
Speak for yourself. I'm going out there and fist fighting that son bitch.
It would be at the middle of the week.
Angel, you need
Yeah,
to
it's
fight.
Wednesday.
You need to fight smarter, not harder. Okay.
Fighting smart never won me any wars, and
Angel-
in the year 1776, when I killed John Wilkes Booth by kicking him in the balls so hard he exploded. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that. Never mind. Carry on.
Dear
No,
fucking
listen,
God,
listen.
you've got your chronology all wrong,
don't worry.
even for a joke.
Juan.
Get your shit straight.
Juan.
It's 1886.
Juancho,
okay?
por favor.
No.
Listen, Angel
No.
may be a lot of things, but at
Smart
least,
isn't one of them.
no. But at least
strive, but I have smart.
can you let us talk for a minute?
Can I?
Angel is a lot of things. Angel is definitely not a bona fide, awful, toxic entity of a failure.
Speak for yourself, but I agree with you.
Well, okay, listen. There are people that have
He's
failed
speaking
worse
for
than-
you
I'm speaking
in a
for-
positive way.
There's people out there that have failed worse than you have.
Well, that is correct. I mean, there are standards. You know, I don't diddle the children, for example.
Like,
I am strictly against child diddling. It is extremely illegal and extremely bad. Kind of an obvious point.
I can't say the word diddle anymore. I can't even make a Ned Flanders joke.
Diddly.
There is no funny segue here. We're gonna talk about that deep shit P. Diddy again.
So we
sorry guys, we got to talk about Diddy the Diddler.
So
So unfortunately, it got worse.
2 weeks ago, we've covered this on on an episode of the Black Files, where Diddy has been arrested and he has been charged with.
A lot of horrible things, including, you know what? Hang on. Before
yeah,
I gotta
you're
throw
right
up
to
the
say.
obligatory disclaimer
Oh
here.
my God! Yes, that is.
We are
important.
about to discuss extremely sensitive topics involving sex traffic, sex abuse, and any other things of the sort. If you feel that this is not something that you're comfortable with, we understand, but for the sake of the matter of how we work and our journalistic integrity, we will discuss things that are somewhat unpleasant. Viewer discretion, listener discretion is advice. Keep your damn lawyers to yourself.
Yeah, don't say we didn't warn you.
That was actually
right,
really
so-
well said.
It's a serious moment. It deserves a serious time, you know?
Appreciate it, man. But no one could hear you say that because you didn't hold your mic up.
It was too serious.
Angel, you have a microphone.
I was
Please
saying,
use it.
I know why, like, serious time, I make my jokes, but this is a genuinely, like, horrible thing to talk about. So, humor has a time and a place.
All right, Juan, give us a
Yeah.
recap from our
Okay.
episode of the Black Files.
Putting it simply, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy D,
That douchebag.
what's it called? The Notorious B.I.G.'s Bag Boy. Ha! Fuck you, Diddy. I never liked you. Has been charged with criminal conspiracies, sex trafficking, racketeering, sexual abuse, and a lot of other horrendous, heinous crimes. And he's currently in a federal holding center in Brooklyn right now, where his bail has been denied twice already.
Let's go for 3. Keep that ass
Oh
in
no!
the hole.
Oh, they're gonna try. They're gonna fail miserably, but they're gonna fucking try.
Imagine they walk in, they put the paper on the desk, and the second the paper touches the wood, the judge goes.
And when the local authorities stormed in, like they found some very
It wasn't local authorities.
All right.
It was a task force combined of local authorities, the FBI, and the Department of Homeland Security.
The fucking
okay. So
Avengers
the
came
holy
together for
okay.
this.
So the holy trinity of the law.
the law.
Yeah, they stormed into Diddy's place and they found some very
places and
places, and they found some very disturbing evidence.
Incriminating evidence.
Incriminating evidence. 75% of it is baby oil.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
once
How
again,
much?
if they had that,
1,000
or 1,000
bottles.
bottles, I gotta tell you,
Oh,
if
no,
he had
isn't
that
that
much,
big
if I had
ones,
that
too?
much,
Yeah.
they would
The
never catch
big
me.
ones.
Yeah, it was.
The best part is that his lawyer tried to defend himself, claiming that he bought them in bulk with Costco, only for Costco himself to immediately go, "We don't sell that brand. Get that shit off me."
Let me fix that. There we go.
Thank you. Yeah, Costco himself just went, no, we don't sell that shit. We have nothing to
Costco's
do
not
with
a
this.
guy.
Also, I'm sorry, but when you buy in bulk,
Suspicious.
it's not like that bulk.
Yeah, if
That
like-
was
That's
far
suspicious
more than what
red
you could
flag
buy.
right there.
That's a freaking
Like a warehouse.
Yeah, that's not even a warehouse. It's like a shipping crate
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
of baby oil.
Unfortunately, this horrifying event connected to many accusations and somewhat implications and allegations that have been thrown against Diddy by other artists, implying that my man's tastes go a little beyond the pale and a little beyond the legal, resulting in a lot of people changing a lot of public opinions. In that case, for the sake of, clearing the air, I would like to publicly apologize to Justin Bieber. I was one of the people who made the really bad jokes. I admit, they were in poor taste. And even then, I wouldn't have taken them back. But considering his circumstances and the fact that he was, in fact, one of the victims, I'm sorry
Potentially.
that... Potentially.
We don't know that for
Which
certain
is basically definitely when it comes to Hollywood. Sorry, man. You did not deserve that shit. Nobody did.
I'm glad that we ate those sweet buns because we needed something sweet to talk about something this sour.
Yeah, this shit's going down bitter, unfortunately.
All right, so here we go. So let's get the folks updated on the news on this.
Are you ready to hate somebody even more than you thought possible?
As I pull this up, I'll also see Fisetter Macrocephalus in the chat. Hey, up there, Fisetter. Welcome to the Ravens flock. He is saying, where is he? I passed him. Fuck those big swirly bitches. We aren't afraid. Oh, you're talking about the Hurricanes, yeah.
We ain't gonna have that. So I'm gonna
Everybody in Florida, grab your fans and point them southeast.
Yep.
Listen,
Yeah.
if
They
we
can't
had enough
stop us all.
power- Remember the Hercules movie?
Which one?
We can do that.
Which one?
Hercules.
Disney.
Disney.
Yeah.
Okay, that
We
one.
can do that with Floridian strength. If we all work
I
together,
will find
we can
my
hit that bitch
way.
into the space.
The
All right.
distance.
So in this article provided to us by, what's the name of the website?
That's Al Jazeera.
AlJazeera.com. The headline reads, Sean Diddy Combs accused of sexual misconduct by 120 people, says the lawyer.
The hip-hop performer has pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy in a New York court. So this came up on...
A few days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago. Hold on. What time is it?
When
Yeah,
you think
3
about
days
it, it
ago.
makes sense.
October
You
2nd.
you do not host that kind of parties in your house if you're not participating in them yourself.
Of
Every
course he was
addict
participating.
eventually gets hooked on their own merchandise.
Of course
and
he was
I feel extra
participating.
dirty saying that.
You know,
I'm
10
gonna need
bucks.
3 showers.
$10
after this.
says that he was actually hosting those big parties and getting a whole bunch of other people to try and get in there to excuse himself for being the freak nut that he is.
Oh, no surprises.
So let's take a look over here and actually get the article going. All right, so a lawyer has claimed he is representing 120 people who have come forward with sexual assault allegations leveled at Sean Diddy Combs. Houston lawyer Tony Busby said on Tuesday that he expected lawsuits would be filed within the next month in New York and Los Angeles. He said the victims included 60 males and 60 females, and that 25 were minors at the time of the alleged misconduct. accused. He added that one of the individuals claimed he was just 9 years old at the time of his assault.
Christ.
All right. In a news conference, this is what the lawyer Busby said. Quote,
Yeah, Tony Busby.
Quote, this type of sexual assault, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation should never happen in the United States or anywhere else. This should have never been allowed to go on for so long. This conduct has created a mass of individuals who are injured, scared, and scarred.
You hear that? You got scared and scarred. Both of the words. The only
saddest double S in the world, bro.
God damn. Following the announcement in Texas, a lawyer for Combs, Erica Wolf, said the performer, quote, cannot address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus.
Translation, if he says anything, he's fucking dead.
That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he has sexually abused anyone, including minors, Wolf added.
Ah, yes, the classic move of
Yeah,
the...
they always
of
tend to
the-
say
I
that.
didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
I mean,
But look at all this evidence. But I didn't do it.
I mean, at
That's
this
all
point-
Check out the baby oil on the counter. It wasn't me.
me.
What the baby oil on the sofa? It
Wasn't me.
All
What
right.
would
Baby
happen
oil-
with those minors? Wasn't me.
God.
Were you touching all those bomb holes?
And
Wasn't me.
all right, please, God.
We have to try to find some humor.
We gotta bring the dead
okay?
sentence right back here.
Okay, listen, we need some fucking humor, Jose.
Also, you do realize we're Floridians, so we have to make fun of everything to
Well,
make ourselves
that-
feel
Yes.
better.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie,
true.
bro.
It's
Listen,
the law.
I understand the hesitation against the death sentence, because what happens if you get the wrong guy? But sometimes we just gotta bring the death sentence back.
I mean, it's not like
In
it's...
only certain situations.
Sometimes you just gotta
I
bring
can
it back.
see.
You know, like I know we don't need to use a guillotine. Just one bullet, man. That's all it takes. Just
Angel,
one bullet.
we don't use bullets on death sentence.
You're right.
Do-
We don't want to waste lead.
No, do you know what they do? They put
The
first,
injection, right?
yes, first it's sedation so that you're completely under, and then they pump the poison
Okay,
in,
but-
and then
Because
you're.
otherwise, it's pretty much torture.
But here's the thing, though. I want him to see it coming.
Oh no, he sees it coming.
I
All
want
right,
him
all right.
wrapped to a chair with the executioner walking towards him, load the gun, put it to his forehead, and send him to meet Jesus.
All right,
It'd be
before
funny
we...
before they pulled the
All
trigger.
right, listen, before...
Hold on, it'd be funny if they pulled the trigger right before they say "bad boy, baby."
All right, gentlemen, please, before we indulge ourselves with how we want to do away with the diddler, let's go ahead and continue with this article.
All right, so let's get back with that horseshit.
All right, now, yep, all right. Now, there's another quote from Diddy's lawyer. Quote, he looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation.
That's
Okay,
cool.
what evidence
There's
are you
so
going to
What
bring
is your
forward?
speculation for all that baby oil, sir?
Check this, guys. Some cases passed to the FBI.
Oh,
Busby said more than 3,280 individuals contacted his firm and alleged that they were assaulted in different ways by Combs. After vetting the allegations, Busby explained his firm decided to represent 120 people. Other cases are still being reviewed. He said some of his clients have spoken with the FBI. The individuals that Busby's firm is representing are from more than 25 states, with the majority from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida.
Of course,
Alright,
Florida.
speaking of Florida,
Of
Of
course,
course,
Florida.
from Florida. The alleged abuse took place mostly at parties held in New York, California, and Florida, where individuals were given drinks and that were laced with drugs, Busby said. Other instances.
Lord.
Never leave your beverage never leave your beverages exposed.
That's rule number one.
Other instances
shouldn't
reportedly
be
unfolded at
able to. You shouldn't
auditions
have to.
where, quote, many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into
Oh,
this
yeah.
type of conduct in the promise of being made a star.
Never
Busby
forget,
said.
dude. Hollywood doesn't run on merit most of the time. It runs on black couches.
Which is bullshit.
Disturbingly, but yes, there's a reason that a lot of people that leave the industry never make it beyond their childhood years, because the amount of abuse and the frequency of abuse in those cycles is both as terrifying as it is frequent.
Well, considering most of the times you think it's all glitz and glam, but I mean, Hollywood has a really
You don't see the dirty
big
secrets
skeleton in the
Oh
that
no,
closet.
now
are
everybody's seen it.
underneath all
People
of
are
it.
finally talking about it, and it's worse than we could have possibly imagined.
It's like,
And they're still uncovering a lot
Yeah.
of
They're
other
always gonna keep
bullshit
uncovering all
that
this
goes
stuff.
on.
like, literally last night while I was doing like fucking errands over here, I was watching a video from BJ Investigates. She's a pop culture investigator, and she was actually talking about stories involving the childhood childhood and the rise and fall and rise again, and the notoriety of Shia LaBeouf specifically, saying how like, okay, there's a lot of murky stuff involving his childhood, and sadly that's like shit that you don't want any kid to have to go through. There may be other things involved.
Yeah.
You know? And supposedly, what's the name of that one movie he made in 2013 that was allegedly autobiographical? Hang on a minute. It was, hang on, I think.
Go ahead and look for it. But that being said, like, Mike, the lawyer defending Diddy, though.
It's their job.
It's
they
their job.
I know.
You gotta remember.
While Juan is looking at one information, let's not forget, we have a more recent case here. Does anybody forgot about Brendan Fraser?
Oh, no.
Do you think that just because you're not a minor, you're exempt from the sick fucks that work in that place?
I'm sorry. I will always stand behind him.
The
He
shit
is
that
such
dude
a sweetheart.
And let's not forget, the moment that it was even the slightest hint that he might be able to like tell the truth to anybody, he was blacklisted because they were trying to shut him down.
Yeah.
Well,
They
they
fucked
fucked
trying
up.
to
And they
go,
always nailed you with
no.
that. If you dare to say something, you will never work in this town again.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the
Blackmail.
same shit.
He
Blackmail.
is a
Honey Boy is the name I
treasure.
was looking at. Okay,
There it
Honey
is.
Boy is the name of the film that I was looking for. It was in 2019. It was, let me see here. Move. There. Shut up. There you go. Shut up. Okay, yeah. So it was a screenplay written by Shia LaBeouf, directed by Alma Harrell. It's quote-unquote loosely based on his childhood and his relationship with his father. So suffice to say, if you see that movie, it wasn't a big, gigantic box office hit, but at the same time, like something like that, that's not necessarily the kind of thing that you want to celebrate monetarily.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
All right. So continuing with this article, the wall of silence has now been broken. Last month, Combs, 54, was arrested at a hotel in New York City after a grand jury indicted him on sex trafficking, racketeering. This is stuff we've already recapped. Okay, so yeah, no, this whole section here we could skip because it's just recapping.
Hold on. Yeah, the biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. Busby said on Tuesday. He's got such a weird and cool name at the same time. Tony Busby.
busy.
All right, the
He's
wall
the
of
lawyer
silence
that
has now
shows
been
up in like
broken.
an Ace Attorney game, and his entire theme is bees.
Right
Now, a little background on the lawyer Tony Busby. Busby has also represented women who accused the National Football League NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson of sexual assault
That
and
one
misconduct.
started some shit back in the day.
The lawyer said he planned to identify more suspects, quote, other than Sean Combs.
Yeah, that's not a one-man operation. It's too big.
Here's what's up in this quote. The names that we're going to name, assuming our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
Will
he
they
said.
really?
I'm talking here about not just the cowardly, but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's
yeah,
right.
that's-
Start burning down
Oh,
some
so
bitches.
okay, so this guy's on a crusade.
He
As
is
he damn
on
well
a
should be.
mission from God.
Let's be honest, they've been doing this shit for way too long, and the saddest part is that this is as many victims as we can see so far, because this has been going for possibly years. No, in fact, it's been definitely going for years. And only now, after all this time, after God knows how many innocent victims, does the hammer of the law finally fall down on this motherfucker. Because the best part is, even if by some miracle this bitch actually avoids jail, he will never feel safe again a day. in
Now,
his
let's
life.
also remember the last time there was a huge public outcry against people who are scummy as Combs was back in 2018 during the Speaking Out movement.
Yes. Yeah, so
Well,
it has
also-
to get known.
If you remember, they said, what was it, 3,000 something
3,000
people
3,280.
had come forward. And so all of those cases are being reviewed. 120 are currently being represented. I think there's only so many people you could represent. So
Yeah.
if other firms start coming forward, like, we're representing this amount of people.
Oh yeah, the
I
whale
mean,
has
can
died.
you imagine it? If
The-
all 3,000 and more of those people are actually confirmed.
The whale has been beached, and the vultures are beginning to circle the carcass.
You do realize that, as Zay said, if all of those come forward, that's an astounding
You can't
amount of
say that they
evidence.
all are lying.
That is an astounding
if they have
amount of
evidence.
evidence that is
Exactly.
stacked
Yeah.
against him.
Just like
There's
with-
no way he would win.
Just like with Bill Cosby, they can't all be lying.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is not gonna win. Period. There's many victims, and with the amount
That's
of
what I
evidence
said.
that they already
There's no
found
way
in there.
he could
And
win.
again, I'm sorry. but no one will ever
You
need
can't
all
deny
that
all those
baby oil.
cases.
No one will ever need that much.
Not for
No,
any
let's see
one
what
personal
Brad-
thing. Like, what
Not
the
even
hell?
for a
Not unless you're Angel
lifetime.
Mendez
In a
who's trying to become an
lifetime,
escape
fucking
artist.
way.
Yes.
But then he could be like, oh, but it's not just for me. It's for his it's not for Mr. Combs himself. It's for his family.
Listen, I'm
and
trying
his
to burn-
guests.
I'm trying to
and
burn-
his agents.
No.
Okay.
And his workers.
So-
and his security.
So what are you
and
using it
his,
for?
And his
Yeah.
girls that he brings in.
So what are you using it for then, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
To escape.
Personal
Huh?
things.
Slight
Huh?
on.
For,
Personal things.
he's using it because
Listen,
he can't stop and won't
My
stop.
house has a wood. My house is made of wood, all right, and I need a proper varnish. So,
What the fuck?
so I'm gonna use the tears of all my sexual harassment. I mean, all
Oh
this
my
baby
God,
oil.
dude.
No, no.
Sure.
But yeah, that being said, this freaking like story is hitting all the news sources. It is so bad. It is so awful that even the tech nerd on YouTube, Mudahar, is covering it.
Right, of all people, of all people, Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers went ahead, and he can't ignore the Diddy machine.
Hello,
anymore
ladies and
either.
gentlemen. This is Mudahar. Jesus fucking Christ.
Pretty much, is
Pretty much.
like, oh, that's
No,
Rob
but
as
for real
fuck.
though, that video Mudahar was uncharacteristically serious and subdued. My man was seeing some dark shit, and this is the guy that went to the dark web to find news, kind of guy.
Literally, Mudahar is a guy who goes on like deep web browsing. That's one of his ongoing shows where he basically goes on the dark web and shows you guys like, by the way, guys, it's not 100% always like this horrible evil thing happening. Most of it's just like really random weird shit.
Yeah.
That's just not listed
Yeah,
on
the
like Google.
dark web.
It's-
I went in there once. And is
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
It's just the B-board,
Yeah.
basically.
Also, folks need to remember this type of behavior, this type of scummy, toxic, predatorial behavior. It's not limited to just in the world of Hollywood. This can happen anywhere and any setting.
Anywhere, anytime,
And
any
Especially the
place.
music industry.
Let me take a look over
Well,
here.
yeah, and of course, especially in the music.
Basically, any part where the entertainment industry goes, there is a chance of abuse because you got a lot of people who have a lot of talent and are very desperate to break it, make it big, to break through, to have their big star rising role, and you got a lot of really scummy pieces of shit that will take
Don't you
advantage
want
of
to
them.
be famous?
Don't you want to be famous?
Don't you want to be?
What are you willing to give up to be famous?
I mean, let's be honest. The average actor and actress already gives up their dignity when they walked on stage. That's part of the role. But
Well, and also
Yeah.
it's the fact that once you become famous like that, literally, you will never have any privacy ever again.
You're
And
in
there's
the
also-
eyes
yeah.
of the public.
and there's also the fact that the people that hurt you will hold it over your head because if they reveal that information,
Blackmail.
your reputation and career could be ruined.
Blackmail.
Don't you
want to
get that fucking Oscar?
Don't you think it's worthwhile? Don't
And
you
let's
think
not
you
lie
should-
to ourselves. It doesn't just go as bad as sexual harassment. It's just the working conditions. There is a reason Hugh Jackman doesn't want to work out that hard anymore.
He wanted to be a song and dance man for the rest of his career. He wants to be able to eat pasta again.
Fun little fact. Do you know that
Yum,
Chris Evans
pasta.
actually fucking hates the crowds?
Really?
He didn't want to be Captain America. Robert Downey Jr. had to convince him to do it. So now that he's doing a bunch of like low budget movies for Netflix right now, especially the most recent one, the Red One, where he teams up with like The Rock, I think,
Yeah, no, it's
And a bear
so weird.
to
It's
find Santa.
yeah, who's J.K. Simmons, who's surprisingly buff,
Yeah, and everybody's just going, bro, why are you acting in these movies? And people are going, what if he just wants an easy paycheck?
but he just wants an easier movie to do.
Like the
he doesn't
dude,
always
the
have to
dude
be Captain
genuinely
America forever.
doesn't enjoy acting that much. He's
Yeah.
just there for the money.
yeah, I mean, do
So
people
props.
forget that Chris Evans took a paycheck doing The Gray Man as being a buffed up evil version of Jim Carrey?
He was great because I got shot in the ass, Susan.
Let's take a look and see what folks
But
in the
that
chat have
being
been saying
said-
also.
Yeah, let's go check out the chat here.
Okay, let's. Mr. Quake's in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Quake. Kurisi's in the chat. Hey up, Kurisi. What? How you doing, hon? Also, someone named Hank the Hillbilly. Hank the Hillbilly. Welcome to the Ravens flock. We appreciate you here.
Donald the Great. Oh, boy.
I don't know what that's about. Yo, what's up? Coming into Angel City. It wasn't me. Made my day. Fuck. Okay, yeah.
God is showing us Babylon.
I wouldn't go that
Jose
far.
as Flockman with Juan as the Jack.
Angels. Okay, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Anyways.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also, what's his face? Hank the Hillbilly brought to the gup. Kamala is Aaliyah's first cousin.
Who?
Kamala Harris.
What about Aaliyah? Who's Aaliyah?
Okay, no one can hear you.
Who's Aaliyah?
Okay, you don't know Aaliyah.
I don't pay attention to politics.
Hip-hop
Aaliyah
artist.
is
I
a
don't pay
hip hop
attention
artist.
to hip-hop either.
She's a singer. She was wonderful. She was in Romeo Must Die. She's
Oh,
Queen of the
I
Damned.
didn't know that either. So I didn't know that either.
one.
You don't
Okay.
know. I need to educate you fuckers.
It's been a
okay?
while, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
now.
Apparently, they're first cousins. Someone apparently had been doing some genealogy sleuthing and said, "Oh, hey, these guys are related by this or whatever."
Cool. Okay.
So, okay, that's cool.
Interesting little
Also,
detail.
Brendan Fraser is making comeback. Hell
Hell
yes!
yeah.
Hell yes!
Honestly.
I love that man.
Ida Think So is in the chat. Hey, up here, how you doing? Ida Think So.
Even Sarah Serenity, who the fuck's Aaliyah?
Well, Sarah Serenity, I totally understand you not knowing who
Is she
Aaliyah
a
is.
filthy zoomer?
No, all
Okay.
y'all's are.
Hey, Angel, you fail as an 90s kid.
In my defense,
Speak for yourself, Sarah Serenity. You don't know.
in my
Wait, do you?
defense,
You better.
allow me to clarify. Up until the year 2003, I lived in Cuba, a third world shithole that basically has very little contact with the outside.
That's her.
Oh!
Yes.
One just said that.
I said Queen of the Damned. I said
No,
Romeo must die.
no.
You were
First, you know,
I
kind of
succeed.
rambling.
I
Dust
did
yourself off
not
and try
hear
again.
Queen of the
One.
Damned.
I
I did
just
not
heard
hear
the
that.
damned, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's all I heard. I was
what
like,
movie
Because
is
you were
that?
ranting.
It's
Yeah.
been too long and I'm lost without you. What am
One
I
is
gonna
old,
do?
he's tired, and he's working
Said
with
I've been
children.
needing you, wanting you.
The last time I
wondering
la-
if you've
the
been-
All right,
last
all right,
time
all
I
right,
watched
all right.
that was like many
Continuing then.
years ago.
You gotta be
Continuing
kidding
on
me.
with
I
this.
fucking loved her
like,
music. Been a minute, guys. I'm never giving up. I'm never up this late.
Appreciate
I
it
don't
all
think
the
so,
same.
dude. We appreciate you being
Thanks,
up late.
man.
You don't got
What
to
time
if you
zone
don't.
are you in? Are
They're
you
probably
in America?
They're probably over in England on UK time, so 5 hours ahead
okay,
of us.
fair enough.
So that makes it what?
Oh, she died right after the
one-
movie got
yes.
released.
Yes, she did.
I did not
So-
know that part. I'm like, wow, I wonder what she's doing right
Yeah,
now.
no.
So is
shit.
there
Well,
more
shit.
on the Diddy story for now?
That's that for the moment.
now.
There's
For
another
now.
There's another thing that I wanted to bring up, but considering that the source is suspect, I didn't want to lend too much credence
Let's
to it.
not.
Let's just leave it down there. If we don't have enough salt for it, let's not use
Let me put it this way. This lady, she is doing the rounds on every news joint, basically saying like, oh no, I was a singer also, and the web of conspiracy regarding the P. Diddy case is so much bigger than anyone you know. And she goes and say like, okay, no, it also includes Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it also includes all these people. And we asked, like, the one thing that I was going through in my head is the one fucking line from Final Fantasy of the Spirits Within.
What's that?
Where's the proof?
Yeah, you gotta bring some proof to
Like,
this.
I'm sorry, I don't like dismissing a victim or an alleged victim of any kind, but this lady unfortunately also has a reputation of being a hard conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, sorry.
it's-
We're going to
so-
leave that one alone then.
So
No offense to you, maybe you're speaking the right things, but unfortunately, this is a very delicate criminal case, and false accusations will only delay the process and make everything more complicated.
Listen, 120 people have we already had thousands of people.
Well,
coming forward.
and
With the
also-
level of
people have
accusations
made
recent-
allegations. 120 are being represented
And
by
there
Tony
might
Busby.
be more.
There might
as
be more.
time
And
goes
also-
Oh,
on.
there will be. I guarantee
People
you,
tend to
there will be.
discredit others if false accusations keep coming forward.
Exactly.
Because then it discredits
Correct.
everything.
Exactly.
Because then,
so,
are you telling the truth or are you not telling the truth?
yeah,
It's going to
and
be a lot of back
unfortunately,
and
there are a lot
forth.
of people that see kinds of like events like this as a chance to get a sweet, easy payoff.
Yeah.
So there is no lacking of false accusations, and Lord knows there's already enough truthful ones. So for now, let's work with the hard evidence that
Like,
we have.
The only other thing that, since Aaliyah got brought up on this, thanks to Hank the Hillbilly on the chat, the same lady even mentioned, oh, by the way, the small plane crash in which Aaliyah died in, she was drugged in it beforehand, and the reason why she was that she died is because she was eliminated because she was going to blow the thing wide open. Like,
Okay.
guys,
Nah.
because Aaliyah, for those who do not know, was also back in the day closely tied to and temporarily married to R. Kelly.
Wow.
We're going to leave that alone.
We're
Let's
gonna
move
leave
on.
Okay,
that
please,
until
let's
we
move on.
get there.
I have to explain because that isn't.
the chat too.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Trying
and-
to create context.
Yeah, but
Create context. Let's see. It apparently is one of those that were also
When she
involved
was
in the.
16.
What's up?
All the way down. Crazy.
Oh yeah. She was. Yeah, she was married to R. Kelly when she was 16. That is correct. That is true. Of
Why isn't R.
course.
Kelly in jail yet?
Yeah, he is.
he
Oh,
is.
he is?
He is in jail.
I forgot. It took a while for justice. Wow, that Boondocks episode.
Remember?
Took a while, but he finally
They're
got
trying to kill me, man, but I'm alive. That's stupidity.
So you're telling me that this lawyer married a white woman?
No, Aaliyah isn't.
No, the joke was from the Boondocks.
The joke is from
no, that's not
but
even
that,
it.
I don't know if that applies here.
See,
Pointing cases.
Okay, change my. Oh, that's. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me take a look. Oh,
Scotland.
Yeah, they're in Scotland. Okay, I think so. Been a minute.
Praise the motherland.
I grew up listening to Aaliyah. I was Jill's one. Okay, I see. Change
Yeah,
my
kind of
name.
fucked up how nobody said anything about why is this 16-year-old marrying a grown-ass
This
man?
was back in the day, and yes, they did. It was a big
was
deal.
pretty fucked
and
Bro,
they
you
got
weren't in
divorced.
Cuba that time.
I guess I was, because I'd be like, damn,
It was in
kill this man.
It was in the late 90s, and yes, they did. It was a big deal. Nobody liked it. They got divorced, and yeah. Let's
All right.
see. I hope I
Leave.
didn't upset any. What do you? Why would you fucking say that? Sarah's right. I
Don't
think
worry
Aaliyah
about
was
it.
involved. Unfortunately, yeah.
The saddest thing is, there's no proof, but she was a minor. She was being taken advantage of.
and we
There is
know
no
that,
denying
and we know that R. Kelly likes to do.
He's a fucking creep.
All right,
creepy
let's
shit
please
to my-
move on. We already talked about one bad piece of shit. I don't want to. I don't want to segue. Talk about another
Point in
bad
case
piece
is
of
that
shit.
fuckhead is in jail, and now this one is there too, and I hope they stay there forever.
So
Good.
do I. Point is, like I had to mention the conspiracy lady. I had to because if we didn't mention her, yeah, that surprise witness, BJ. That's right. That's her.
Yeah, no,
that's her name.
no, it's okay. You had to
No.
mention it.
Yeah, no, I we had to
Context.
because folks are going to ask about that. Like, oh, what about all these other accusations this lady made? Unfortunately, she's throwing a lot of hot air without a
Yeah.
lot of evidence.
Trying to
I
connect too
don't-
many red strings.
So for now, we're gonna take that part of the section. We're gonna stuff it in the basement for the time.
No,
being.
we'll put it in the file for late, like
File for later.
save for later.
Save for later. And
If she
let's-
can come up with any additional
are you
other
smiling
people
at?
with testimonies, and what are you doing? Why? Are you
Nothing at all. Just
No.
Inside joke. Don't worry about
What
All
are you
right,
doing?
let's move on. Anyway,
Is in the closet.
Now
He's in
that
the
being-
closet
Damn it! You got the
too.
joke.
I knew it.
oh god. All right, so let's move on to a much more lighter and laughable news, please.
Yeah.
How is this laughable, Jose? The news that you sent me wasn't laughable. It's well, it's interesting news.
It's interesting news.
Let me actually zoom in and see
I
if this
can
actually.
barely read this interesting
That's
news,
why.
bro.
Why, Jose? Do you have the? I want you to pull the article so you could read it off your phone, Jose.
All right.
Because no, go fucking figure. This guy's a billionaire, but he can't hire people who know how to optimize his websites. God, for mobile viewing or for better visibility of people who are hard of sight.
I got
Sure.
this. Don't worry about it. Hang on a minute. I will pull it up right now. Here we go.
Dragonfinger,
So-
are you okay?
So, nerds,
Okay.
let's talk about All Elite Wrestling. After all, it's
Light the
2020.
fuse, hit the boom, dynamite.
It is 2024, and it is the year of contract negotiations with wrestling promotions. It is a time of the year where they have to renew their TV rights in order to continue to showcase their wrestling shows on national television. And for the longest time, people have been speculating. We've been hearing nothing but crickets and finding out if the AEW is going to continue to be aired on TBS or TNT.
That's right.
Is their contract ending up? Are they done? Are they going to move on? Are they going to move on to another channel? And so far, we've been hearing nothing but crickets, and Tony Khan basically just saying the same thing of, oh, we're doing great business.
Are you kidding me? It's fantastic. Look at the money's flowing. Please don't look at the side of the camera where there's no people in the stands.
No, literally, we've shown you guys the nightmare photos.
Look at all this money I made to put crack on this bucket so I can dunk my head in and ignore all my problems.
No,
Daddy, why
that's-
won't you love me?
No, Daddy does love you. That's why he gave you your inheritance while he's still alive.
God
Tony.
damn it.
Yes, no, and it's also been a very rocky year for AEW because their TV ratings continue to go down every week. In fact, their latest ratings on AEW Dynamite only hit, 680,000?
No, 608,000.
608,000 views. My goodness, that is low.
Which
That
apparently,
is
And it's the
pretty bad.
5th anniversary of their show.
By comparison, what numbers did WWE made?
WWE NXT in their premiere of the CW network, 895,000 viewers. They almost hit the 7 digits.
It's Jober. That's
So-
it. It has never been more Jober than it is now.
But don't worry, there is good news because we finally got an answer. Finally! AEW has renewed their TV rights with TBS and TNT, with Warner Brothers Discovery, and their website. They have released an official statement headlined, Warner Brothers Discovery and AEW to establish new era of pro wrestling with multi-year, multi-platform media rights renewal.
For the record, this isn't establish a new era in pro wrestling, Tony. This just means you get to stay on the air.
Translation, they haven't kicked me off this building. We are establishing a new era. It's like painting your house after they tell you you barely avoided the eviction.
Listen, Wancho, when you want to hype something up, you got to throw in a bunch of buzzwords, okay?
No.
Yeah, some silver tongue bullshit.
Listen, I speak silver tongue bullshit. I know that shit a mile away. I speak customer service. I'm pretty sure all 5 of us have spoken customer service. We know the lingo, and that is some bullshit.
Listen.
Yep.
What?
Listen.
Lead with the smile.
As we enter a new era in our company's
Get the
finances,
fuck off of me! All right,
Anyways.
read the press releases, eh?
Here we go. Warner Brothers Discovery Networks to continue to be home to fan favorites AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision with simulcast streaming on Max for the first time starting in January 2025. AEW pay-per-view events to be distributed on Max at discounted price for subscribers. Warner Brothers Discovery and AEW today announced a multi-year renewal of their highly successful 5-year relationship with an expansive multi-platform media rights agreement that will provide fans with the widest available access ever to AEW's most popular programming. Warner Brothers Discovery networks and platforms will remain the exclusive home of the AEW Dynamite, which is on Wednesdays on TBS,
And AEW Collision Saturdays on TNT.
with enhanced distribution rights across social platforms, as well as building opportunities for additional AEW programming for linear and digital platforms in the future. And additionally, for the first time ever, all AEW Dynamite and Collision programming starting January 2025 will stream live exclusively on Max.
For U.S. subscribers only.
Yep. AEW programming airing on Warner Brothers Discovery Networks will also be available to stream on demand on Max.
You know what this means, right?
What does that mean?
We don't have enough money to stream anywhere else except Max.
Oh, no. For once, the Max deal is a good thing because guess where they were streaming before?
Where's?
Nowhere!
Nowhere.
They were purely on TV!
Oh,
They didn't have any digital media presence.
So you're telling me that this is actually good news for them?
Yeah!
To a certain extent. Wow.
Yeah!
They spent this entire time with no digital. Jesus. No wonder the competition was beating their ass into the ground.
Let me go ahead and skip ahead here because this is a statement provided by Kathleen Finch, the chairman and CEO of U.S. Networks Warner Brothers Discovery.
First
Is
the
it
beat,
after
now
the
a bird.
photo
Really?
of the wrestlers, or is it before the photo?
I
Before the
barely
photo.
recognize
Okay.
any of these people.
I know you don't
Is
recognize
that insane clown posing in the back?
them. No, that's Darby Allin.
Is that Keith Richards?
No!
No, that's Adam Copeland. That's Edge.
Okay, that is Adam Copeland.
Anyways, so here's a quote from Kathleen Finch, chairman and CEO of U.S. Networks Warner Brothers Discovery. And I quote, Tony Khan and the entire AEW team have been incredible partners, and we are thrilled to strike this expanded agreement to deliver amazing new AEW content and stories to TNT and TBS, as well as bring the thrilling live action to Max for the first time. We are focused on creating fresh and authentic experiences for AEW's passionate and engaged fan base, while also introducing them to our growing lineup of high-action sports and entertainment at TNT and beyond.
I don't want to. Do we have to read what Tony Khan himself
I
said?
want to read what Tony Khan.
Oh, God! You brought it up!
No, I think I have to, Angel. I'm sorry.
Hang
All
on,
right,
hang
only
on, hang
Juan
on.
can do it.
We gotta do this properly.
Okay, yeah, no.
Juan, you have to snort the white smoke.
No.
This one is special. I only have to kill 2 hobos.
We are honored to announce the extension of our incredibly with a partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery. This extension continues the tradition of iconic wrestling events broadcasts on TBS and TNT, while also establishing a new legacy for AEW through weekly live streams on Max for years to come. We thank David Zaslav, Kathleen Finch, and everybody at Warner Brothers Discovery for their tireless support of All Elite Wrestling since its inception, as well as the AEW fans, talent, and staff that help make this possible.
Now,
God. Oh.
once Juan is done wiping the blood from
Zayana
his
Rose,
nose,
check his pulse, please.
I have a question for you guys. Because, see,
I think he's fine.
I gotta be honest with you, I had no idea about this thing
You
happening.
left.
You guys have been keeping me abreast of the situation. Titties. But more importantly, all this time I thought AEW was losing viewership because they were just giving us back product. I didn't realize that they were losing viewership because they were giving us back product and they weren't streaming anywhere.
So if you miss it, you miss it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you miss it, you miss it. You have to hope to God.
Oh, sucks to suck if you have
That's
a life.
not smart.
Yeah.
Actually,
But you also have to look on the opposite side of the coin. Warner Brothers Discovery has are no longer showing their sports shows, their NBA basketball shows on TBS and TNT, so they have to compensate.
Nobody wants to miss the game. Well, listen, we got a long time from Dad sitting next to the fucking radio with a cigarette in his mouth. Okay, we're no longer there.
It wasn't a cigarette. Shit. You think Dad would actually just smoke a cigarette?
No.
He's like, no, that's for ladies and communists. You smoke a cigar like a man.
I'm gonna put this big thick thing on my mouth.
This isn't a phallic symbol at all. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
I mean, okay, sometimes it is. Point in case is you two, who actually know about wrestling more than I do.
Mainly him.
Be honest with me, guys. Especially you, Joe.
Yeah?
Do you honestly think this would actually lift AEW from the fucking quagmire that it's been stuck in? Because at the end of the day, okay, that's good. More eyes on you because of streaming, but that doesn't really change their policies. It doesn't change their hiring practices, the shows they make.
Oh my God, the camera!
Oh, swivel!
Okay, let's keep it here for now. Angel, continue.
Point in case is,
I have to
aside from changing their streaming, getting more eyes on them, as long as their business model remains the same, do you really believe this is going to actually help them?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, because streaming only helps so much if people actually want to stream it.
If you put enough eyes on them, that's good. But if they see that you're doing the same thing, they're just going to leave.
If they don't, then they're not going to get.
Yeah, because again, streaming good. Because then people, if they miss it, they can keep. They can go back and
what
watch
they need
it
to
and
bring
then rewatch
to
it.
streaming?
But
if it's on if it's just on regular TV, sucks to suck if you miss it.
You know what they really need to put on streaming again, though?
What?
Lucha.
You mean Lucha Underground?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that promotion was
Dude, that promotion folded years ago.
No, I don't think you understand. I want them to talk to Mexico or South America and get their wrestling TV shows and put them on streaming.
So to answer the question, no. AEW will not be improving. Listen, they can throw Warner Brothers Discovery could throw all the money they want to keep them around. AEW could produce as many shows as they want, but that's still not going to change the fact that their content, as of late,
It's ass.
has been grade A ass, save for one or two exceptions.
The 2-pack of ass.
Let me take a look at something, because Sarah Serenity asked about something over here. Did you hear about the whole email to reserve a seat thing? Apparently, you have to apply to get a seat, and if you get an email back, you get invited to the event. It's fucking ridiculous. My brother wanted to take his wife to the event. He got an email, but she didn't, so he didn't go. Did Juan just do crack? No, I didn't. Juan, I'm gonna attack you with hugs because I was fucking Huey. Streaming only works if people can afford it.
yeah, because now
Exactly.
streaming is becoming more expensive
new
than
cable.
cable.
Yeah, the crazy
We
thing
cannot
is this.
escape
Oh,
it.
you like streaming?
We
Hey,
have come
can
full
you pay?
circle, guys.
Can you pay?
Yeah, streaming is now cable.
Live
No,
is
it's more expensive than cable.
And
it's
worse.
better just to go back to cable now.
So either,
Yeah,
either you narrow
unfortunately.
down everything to one subscription you feel you can afford to
Or
lose,
share.
or
Or
you
share.
pay the equivalent of all those bills
Or
together.
you share. Or you share.
Sharing is
Share.
sharing.
Dusty
Oh.
Lane in the chat. Hey up, Dusty Lane. Welcome to the Ravens flock. Aloha.
Oh, damn.
Hello,
Thank
Dusty
you.
Lane. If this is your first time on this channel, hit the like and subscribe button and tell your nerdy friends about our channel.
Have you heard those rumors in your place about that furry little blue creature with the big black eyes? I've been hearing some stuff about that.
Oh my friend.
Hey, hey.
Really going
do
there.
not disrespect
Listen,
Stitch.
I know
Diablo.
I know it's an unverified rumor, but I heard people saw it. If you see it, can you tell me what it actually
Look at
looks
the
like?
twister.
I heard it sounds like
It's
that.
cute and fluffy.
What do you say about my mom, you piece of shit?
Exactly. Now, getting back to the subject here. Here's the thing. The problem is that the content is still lackluster. Me and Juan, we have documented this every week on Wrestle Rewind. There are people who have long outlived their shelf lives, like Chris Jericho, who are
He
sucking away.
expired?
Oh God.
No, his shelf life is beyond gone.
Yeah.
Like,
People like Chris Jericho are still taking up airtime on TV and
taking
just
time away from younger
taking
fans.
time away from the younger generation
The
of
future
talent.
is now.
Let me just ask you. Like you said, yeah, you guys were making jokes. You don't recognize anyone on that photo over
Nope.
here.
No.
Here's the thing.
Should we?
Here's the thing. Tony Khan, the head of AEW, is paying every single one of these wrestlers as if you should already know who they are.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
he doesn't know how to present them in a way where you know who they are. I can tell you who these folks are, left to right, top to bottom, and I can point out each one of them for you. But just naming them and explaining who they are won't make you care for them. The type of stories that they tell in the ring and outside of the ring leading to matches is what makes people care. Tony Khan doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I can tell you why it would be a great idea to have Swerve Strickland up here, take another match and have him face off against Adam Copeland, or have him do another fight against Samoa Joe, because Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland, these two are incredible athletes, and they've both made their names before in WWE as well. So did Adam Copeland. That's Edge, the rated R superstar. He's actually, him and Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland are the only ones in that group who were actually previously in WWE.
So was Tony Storm.
Oh yeah, Tony Storm, she was in there, but that was under a different name. What name was she under?
Tony Storm.
Tony.
Oh really? No, I thought it was
Tony
no.
Storm.
Okay, no, I got her
She
mixed up with
always
Taya
changed her
Valkyrie.
name?
Oh yeah, I got her mixed up with Taya
You
Valkyrie.
got to mix
sorry.
up with someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I got her mixed up with someone else. Okay, so yeah, Tony Storm. I could tell you all about these guys, but you're not gonna care right now. But if you watch their shows right now, unfortunately, you're still not gonna care.
They're not
because
doing it right.
because Tony Khan doesn't know how to fucking do it right. And it's sad because every single one of these guys, except maybe for this guy, and definitely not these two chuckle fucks up here, the Young Bucks, they can go fuck themselves.
Wow, they don't look so young right now.
That's one of the saddest parts about their fucking
Happens
thing.
to everybody, baby. You
Point
gotta do
is,
it gracefully.
I could tell you all about it and gush about how awesome they are, but you've got dots
It would just go in one ear and
and
out
out
the
the
other.
fucking other. Exactly.
Which is understandable.
But like, the problem is Tony Khan doesn't know how to work these people and present them in ways that make you give a fuck.
He's got
he just
talent,
thinks,
can't
oh
use
hey,
it."
I'll just put this match together with this guy and this guy. It'll be awesome. Everyone's gonna love it. Yay!
So let me see if I get this straight. You are telling me that WWE is that cool stand of Smash Brothers figurines that you have on your shelf,
Yes.
and AEW is you grabbing two figures and going.
Too random. You have to randomize the figures before you make
They
it
might
go.
be the coolest. They might be the greatest. But you know what? You know what you ought to be doing with the coolest and the greatest? Present them in a way that shows that they're cool and great. Have them in a nice big display stand. If you're taking them out of the packaging, okay, fine, that's your prerogative. But display them in a fashion of prominence. Here, instead of putting them up on a display, instead of keeping them in the packaging and putting them on display, Tony Khan takes these super expensive figures and smashes them in front of you and say, "Isn't this how cool it is? Look at how cool this is! Do you love me yet? Do you love me yet, Daddy?"
No.
So what's WWE doing nowadays?
Oh, there's-
Literally right now,
Oh, dude,
they're in the middle of a pay-per-view that we're talking about that is happening right now.
Bad Blood.
WWE Bad Blood.
What do you think is the viewership right there right now?
Oh, it's through the roof.
through the roof.
And considering
That's-
that
But you know what?
That's
But
all
you know,
that needs to be said.
But maybe there is still hope because
there?
we do have another article that explains a little bit. It gives us
Which
a little
one?
bit more deets about
Which
this
one
deal.
is A?
Go to the Wrestling Inc. one.
Okay.
The article says there is no more hope.
Yep. Now, in this article provided to us by Wrestling Inc., the headline reads: "A report analyzes how
Fucking
ads,
pop.
how Warner Brothers Discovery valued AEW media rights in relation to the WWE."
Oh
Speaking
boy,
of which-
stocks.
Yeah, and this came up today by Sam Palmer. Here we go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ignore him.
I can't.
You have to try. The biggest news story.
Give me a minute. Jose looks frightened of wine.
Sometimes I gotta keep him in check.
No, you don't.
The biggest news story of AEW's year has finally been announced as the company recently signed a new media rights deal with Warner Bros. Discovery that will keep shows like Dynamite and Collision on TBS and TNT until at least 2028.
You got 3 years to not fuck this up.
While also simulcasting them on the Max streaming service. AEW's new deal was originally valued at more than $150 million a year, but that figure has since risen upwards to $185 million per year,
Now, originally valued, it's not confirmed.
Of course, this is
with
speculation.
an additional fourth-year option that can be exercised if Warner Brothers Discovery chooses to. That will see that figure go up even more. With so many facts and figures being thrown around over the past few days, WrestleNomics have broken down one key element of the finances. How does WBD value AEW compared to WWE's broadcasters value them?
Oh boy, we're gonna get
Okay.
into a lot of number
So,
talk.
time for nerdy number talk here, people.
It
Hold on. Is there a different... Oh, God. Is there a graph? Is there a fucking graph?
There is no graph.
Why is there no fucking graph? I hate you. Why did you want to pull this article up? How dare
It's
you?
a big one. It's juicy.
All right, I'll take care
Whorebag.
of this. On a per viewer hour basis, Warner Bros. Discovery values AEW's top shows, Dynamite and Collision, closer to a show like WWE Raw than NXT, despite NXT being a similar ratings draw to Dynamite only on a weekly basis. WrestleNomics broke it down by determining the value of the viewer by dividing the annual average value of the media deal by viewership.
I love being turned into a spreadsheet for Excel for a bunch of suited fucks that only care about business.
And the number of content hours produced within the previous 365 days, October 2023 to the 24th being the case study.
Let me do this one for you. It turns out that an amount of money per viewer hour that each broadcaster is willing to pay WWE and AEW is a lot more, even when Raw is compared to Dynamite and Collision, with Raw being paid an average of $156 per hour watched based on average weekly viewership and $367 in the key 18 to 49 demographic, while AEW earns roughly $145 for weekly viewership and $341 per demographic. Compare this to NXT, which averages to 35 cents per weekly viewership and 91 cents for demographic. Don't think that these numbers are small. This is a lot when you combine that with the amount of people that watch this crap every single time it comes out.
See, this is an old photo of Tony Khan because he looks sane.
No, because he looked not high.
And sane. How did this figure rise from 150 to 185?
He's trying to look like that Doctor Who
You can take
actor.
this
What's
one.
his name? Smith something.
Oh, wait, what? From
He's
what?
trying to look like the Doctor Who actor.
Matt Smith?
Oh, Matt Smith?
He's trying to look like Matt Smith.
Oh, fuck, he wishes.
Pull out the picture. You could never be
You could
him.
never be him. The facts and figures WrestleNomics produced were using the value of AEW's deal at $168 million a year, as that was the median between the figure originally reported and the figure that was later confirmed, $185 million. However, WrestleNomics does believe there to be something to that extra $35 million. They believe that the extra $35 million difference is not cash. Instead, it's possibly due to the report that WBD has an active minority equity stake in AEW.
Of course.
Meaning that they own a portion of the company.
We investigated ourselves and we decided we are way more valuable than we think.
It could also attribute to quote other in-kind values WBD will give to AEW across the next 3 years, which has once again not officially been confirmed by either party, but has been heavily reported on since the deal was announced. WrestleNomics noted that equity will always have a speculative value.
Translation, we can make that number whatever we want.
Such as share prices in public companies that can change in the blink of an eye. What this means is that some reports might be overestimating the different values in WBD's equity in AEW, which could lose or even gain value over time, depending on different circumstances. At this time, all this number crunching does not take into account the financial situation surrounding AEW's pay-per-view distribution on Max, which will commence later on in 2025. Nor does it factor in the potential deal surrounding AEW Shockwave, which carries its own financial value. Shockwave is currently being shopped around as a one-hour show for broadcast television, as WBD holds the exclusive cable rights to AEW, meaning that if the spiritual successor to AEW Rampage was to find a home, it would have to be on a national broadcast channel like Fox, ABC, or CBS, to name a few.
All right. So, in summary,
we have determined that there is a small but significant monetary value when it comes to WWE and AEW based on the number of viewers and how much they are viewing. It seems small now, but when you actually compare it to the amount of people watching it, the difference is rather astronomical. However, the main rumor is that basically since the Warner Brothers Entertainment has stake in AEW, it means that AEW ain't gonna die anytime soon. Because if this rumor is correct, Warner Brothers Entertainment will do everything they can to keep that shit alive. And essentially, Tony Khan has received what could be considered, what's the word?
A sweetheart deal?
It's not
A
exactly
Nepo baby deal?
Yeah, basically. He escaped probation to go into the really comfy jail. That being said, if in those 4 years he doesn't get those numbers to a proper amount, or if in those 4 years WWE continues to mock the shit out of him, Warner Brothers might even go, okay, dude, get your shit together, or we break your knees. Get it together, or we smash those knees.
Those knees are getting smashed fucking regardless.
Juancho, I was going to say, Juan, do you concur?
Considering you weren't listening, yes, I concur.
Of course I do.
You were listening to shit, don't lie to me.
It's
Listen,
okay, I never listen to anybody. Look
Okay.
how well it turned out to me.
all right. Why did these guys have an article without a graph for people to follow?
That would have been a lot easier.
That would have been very nice.
Because you peasants don't deserve to see our pie
I
charts.
happen to be a very well-read peasant.
What's that? Is the yes, the proletarian is talking again.
Angel, you forget. Juan is not about the pie. Juan is about the line.
Oh yeah, it's right. Don't worry, it's gonna go up.
Oh
eventually.
shit! What did I do?
It's okay. It's gonna go up eventually.
No, I don't want this line.
For now, just forget about it.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey. No,
Whoa,
not
dude!
going to dance.
Why are you? Why?
I'm not going to dance
Hang
to
on,
the
why
line.
are you hostile with me tonight?
I'm not hostile.
Yeah, he's a silverback. That's an ape. Get it right.
I'm aping your ass tonight, Angel. When you least expected. You're getting aped on, son.
Don't
You're getting right-clicked on.
Don't NFT me.
I'm right-clicking
Please.
on you.
My
I'm gonna be a right-click
speculative
hero.
value. No,
Fuck your speculative value.
I
Listen,
could have been worth so many coins.
that entire article basically came with a big fat asterisk from Wrestling saying, by the way, WrestleNomics is giving their best fucking guess. That's it.
It's best
I
guess.
could have gone the rest of my life without even needing us to go with that article unless we had a graph that we could use for a visual aid because we're on video!
No.
That kind of helps! A wall of text doesn't do shit, Starscream!
Well, unfortunately, we didn't have a graph. This is what the best we've got.
That sounds like a you problem!
It did give us some important
You had
information,
time!
though.
You have Microsoft Excel! You can make a graph!
Next time,
Don't
make your
lie
own
to me!
charts, Joe.
Use a chart! Make one!
For real, though,
Wait.
there was a really important piece of information there. The fact that, yes, it is very likely Warner Bros. Entertainment has stock in the company because, bro, listen. Let's stop talking business and let's talk numbers, important numbers. Everybody here can see it. You don't even have to be a fan of wrestling to know that AEW is losing against WWE. Also, holy shit!
You're right, Sarah! Oh, fuck! Vixen's in the chat. Hey, Vixen!
Hey!
Fuck, you gifted 10 memberships
All
to
right.
10 inner flockers!
Let's see
Oh
who they
my
are.
fucking god. Okay, so Vixen, congratulations to Matthew Coburn, Tiff Wash, apparently me, D-Nice Santee, hold on, who was the fifth one? Hold on, 1, 2, Wings of Eternal Night also.
Thank you.
And Johnny Ortiz is in the chat. Yep, Johnny Ortiz. Also, Aaron Cooper, Gladys 9000, Shamanistic Unicorn Tam, James Caldwell, and Ivan Lore all received gifted memberships.
Thank you so
And by the way,
Yay!
Sarah Serendi, Vixen is one of the first Tinder flockers here.
Vixen is based.
Holy shit.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my
Thank
God, I'm
you.
gonna-
We are ever so grateful for your work. Every cent
Are
comes
you happy?
down to it.
Can you please climb down from
No,
No.
we gotta make a pie chart of this shit too now.
Actually, yeah, I'll make a pie chart of that tonight.
Okay.
Anything gonna make you happy?
No!
Give him actual pie.
Well, maybe other things. Well, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Actual pie.
Cobbler? I like cobbler.
Cobbler's nice, but I like an apple
Jared.
pie.
Fair enough.
Don't like. Sorry, don't like apple.
Pie
that's
aside,
okay.
let's talk actual numbers. Everybody knows this. AEW
pie.
is losing to
Chocolate pie,
WWE.
chocolate pie.
Sure, the loss is not astronomical, but it is noticeable that the numbers are lower. So if Warner Bros. Entertainment is willing to give such a generous deal that gives them streaming rights and a 4-year contract that may be extended even further,
Well, no, 3 year. That
sorry,
might extend to a
3
fourth.
that may become 4, that is, okay, I don't know business, I don't know stocks, but that is a very generous timeline to get your shit together. A company will not put that much effort and trust into you unless either A, you have enough connections to blackmail them into, or B, they have a personal stake in making sure your shit doesn't get flushed down the toilet before WWE comes in with a bigger turd.
The thing is, they do have a personal stake. We found out in that article. One of the things that I won't rag on you about because it doesn't have a graph, and I hate you for that, and I have to actually read words. But one of the set of words that I'm okay with is the fact that they actually revealed that Warner Brothers Discovery has a minority ownership stake of AEW.
Yeah, that's the part.
That's the only fucking reason why they're keeping it on.
They don't
because
want the ship to sink because their cargo is still in there.
Exactly.
Imagine if they get a bigger stock in WWE.
They kind of maybe they can. Kind of, only because of the fact that TKO Group, that's the parent company of WWE and UFC now, they're publicly traded, so they can invest in it. But the thing is that WWE already has Raw going to Netflix next year.
Makes sense.
NXT is on the CW, so that's broadcast TV, and SmackDown is on USA Network. USA Network is owned by NBC Universal, which is owned by Comcast.
All I can think about is a table full of pies and a bunch of hands reaching for every slice they can grab.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like that, doesn't it?
And-
so yeah, these fuckers, they already have a slice in there. They want AEW to keep going because otherwise they're gonna lose a shit ton of money. So which means, oh god damn it,
And Sarah Serendi,
$2.
Jesus Christ, a $2.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
I had to restart my phone. It was acting funky. You're
It's all
totally
good.
okay.
Shit
Man,
breaks.
I haven't
but-
seen you in a while, Vixen. Yeah, I know she's incredible.
No.
It's like seriously, like I know it's a pain in the butt. It's self-serving, like TV rights and news and all that shit.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so you know what? I'm one of the. I was the whole time while we were talking about the whole AEW TV rights deal. I was the one who was basically saying I'll be surprised if they get anything.
Yeah.
But at all, let alone this sweetheart deal.
And
so
lo and behold.
So you know what, Jose? Where's the crow that I had in the freezer?
Well,
I'm gonna need to eat it now.
well, I won't. Well,
Did you eat my crow?
No, I didn't eat your crow, and I
Did you
can't get it
feed
to you
my
now.
crow to
But I'll
someone
give you an
else?
alternative.
What?
You can apologize to me.
No.
Unfortunately, Juan, that was the calico.
You're not going to
crow.
apologize.
For what? I said nothing wrong.
Of course.
Oh my
I'm taking a page out of your book, Angel. You don't get to smear
I
at
am
me.
so proud of him right now.
Eat a dick and die.
Unfortunately, that was a different dimension crow. It was removed from play after I walked in here.
Oh, God damn it. You're
Sorry,
right.
man.
All right.
Diddy
With that being said, yes, it is a lot of information to read through, and I do apologize. They did not.
You don't have to apologize. You're not the one who wrote their article. It's their fault for not being visually engaging.
It went to Zealand.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it! Fucking crow went into New Zealand! You son of a bitch!
You want to fly all the way to the other side of the world?
Fly me to the moon and let me eat your fucking crows, because crows think they're awesome, but ravens are better, so suck it. We're the better corvids.
No,
All right.
no.
All right.
In other words,
All right.
that's
as,
some weird incest cousin-nuzzling things, and I'm going to stop
please.
now. I'm going to stop now.
As funny as it was, that was a lot of information, a lot of like the mumbo jumbo that we just talked about. So, Angel,
Yep.
why don't you bring us back down to earth with something fun?
Yeah, let's talk about something fun, like the war between two countries.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not just bring some more? Yeah, no, unfortunately, when it comes to gaming news, I thought there was nothing interesting happening. But turns out that horrible things are happening. As you know,
We got some good things, though.
well, yes, they
I
got
got-
one thing, but Latinas are not video games.
But they are hot.
I mean, yes, obviously. Now, let's talk about something that unfortunately will bring nothing but a sour taste to everybody. International conflict and Riot Games. And yes, Riot Games is the worst one of those aspects. In case you're wondering, Riot Games are the guys that made League of Legends, and they're basically responsible for the destruction of society as we know it. But, all the same, League of Legends is a well-known and well-famous and much-played game that is popular and famous worldwide. So you would think that the company would do whatever it takes to stay away from international conflict and simply sell their goddamn product. Right?
Nope.
Wrong. There is no pie here. There is only lines and they're all going up. According to The Gamer, Riot Games has increased the price over 65% of their product in Ukraine. That's right, bitches. You're paying 1.5 higher because fuck you. That's why.
God damn
By,
it.
well, let's scroll down. Riot, who wrote
Wait, where's
this?
the by Jack Coleman.
Coleman.
This came out yesterday.
Okay, that's a pretty cool name, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Not yesterday. That's
My
September.
name.
Oh, that's September.
This
Last
happened
month.
a month ago.
Wait,
Wow.
this is last month? How is this only now coming out?
Fascinating. Okay, though. So it looks like Jack Coleman has escaped the gulag to replace
God
his
dang
thing.
it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We thought this was new news, but apparently this
Angel,
is old. news.
old, bro.
I
No,
wasn't
I'm the
aware
one
of
who
this.
found the story. Don't blame Angel.
Oh, okay.
But to be perfectly honest, they only shared the story today.
He escaped the gulag only days ago.
God damn. Okay, sorry about this, guys, but you know what? In case you missed it, there we go.
In case you missed it,
Here we go.
Riot Games has increased the price of various virtual currency. Of course, it's the virtual currency in Ukraine by between 64 to 76%. These changes will go into effect on September the 18th. So, you know, Ukraine didn't have it hard enough. Now they're even paying more for fucking digital coins.
God damn it.
Riot routinely adjusts microtransactions pricing in its games in response to global and local economic shifts. Translation: how much more we can nickel and dime your ass. This is done to combat resellers who use virtual private networks, VPNs, to purchase Riot Valorant points in a cheaper region and then to sell them to profit in other regions. Basically, they're trying to pick a fight with the international black market.
Oh
To
my
combat this, Riot has attempted to bring parity between the prices of different regions. This doesn't really factor in the vastly different levels of incomes and purchasing power between different countries. Meaning, if you're from a low-income country where $1 is worth like 100 pesetas, you're going to be paying a massive percentage of your income for the same amount of Riot points as somebody in the higher income country. Oops, we accidentally created economic disparity.
fucking idiots.
Ah, shit! Ukraine is gonna get hit with the largest increase in prices of the adjustment, with every Riot game increasing the cost of their respective currency. League of Legends up to 74%, Legends of Runeterra up to 64%, Valorant 66%, and Wild Rift up to 76%. Riot Smiley Joe, yeah, he's smiling alright,
It's on Reddit. What the? Okay.
explained the price increase in Ukraine on Reddit, saying, yeah, The Ukraine increase especially sucks. When we did our last price adjustment 2 years ago, we kept the prices the same in Ukraine largely because of the war. But unfortunately, because we kept the prices the same, Ukraine has become by far the top market for out-of-market purchases. The vast majority of purchases in Ukraine, in that place,
Ravina.
are made by accounts that
Rivnia.
normally play outside of the country or follow the patterns that we see with account or currency resellers. Basically, we got, what would you call these guys? What would their names be?
Scalpers?
We got scalpers for digital currency. And trying to fix it has fucked everything up for everybody.
You gotta be. Oh my.
We are reaching levels of Jover that I cannot possibly imagine.
What a
There
fucking-
were large increases in other regions too. Brazil increased in between 14 to 20%. The Philippines increased by being the Philippines, 40 by 30%. And Taiwan had the misfortune of being a country, so they're getting the 33% League of Legends. Turkey prices were raised between 15 to 63, depending on the game. You can read the full list on the Riot blog post. So basically, in order to combat scalpers, they tried to force everybody to have the same numbers. Unfortunately, dollar is too powerful, and some countries cannot compete with it, which means that their currency is shit compared to the dollar. So they are paying an astronomical amount for this is virtual currency, by the way. This isn't even real money. They are
not even real
wasting
fucking
monumental
money.
amounts of money for cosmetic. At least they're just cosmetics. You know, they're not to play the game, but still pretty goddamn stupid.
That is very stupid.
All right. First off, again, I apologize for this being nearly a month old, or rather, more like a couple weeks old. I do apologize for that. In my defense, we'd only found this article today. I fucked up on the time stamping on it. That's my B. Number one. Number two.
It happens, man.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Ukraine.
Apology.
Don't touch me. Don't you try me.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Exactly, you don't.
Okay.
And I wasn't apologizing to you. I was apologizing to the group. You don't get an apology. Wee! Secondly, you think Ukraine trying to fight for their sovereignty against stupid-ass Russia would be bad enough, like you said. But no, apparently, Riot Games decided, hey, would you like some more economic hardship? Haha, fuck you for being a gamer.
Can't even enjoy
Can't even
playing
enjoy
video
being a-
games to avoid the horrors of your everyday life.
Like, people are gonna say, like, oh, but Ukraine's on the offensive now. Like, yeah, it took them a year to be able to go in on any sort of offense because Russia's armies are falling apart and Putin's a fucking moron. But that's not even the point. The point is that they fucking are dealing with enough horseshit enough as it is. They don't need this crap. Jesus Christ. Tell me what
Yeah.
else, please. We've got something.
In other news,
Which one do you want?
this
or-
one. No, that
This
one.
one. Okay.
Hey, the
fuck
good
it.
news is at least this one's new and fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
So,
Hold on.
No.
Wait.
Read this and then I'll read that out.
Okay.
let's
Oh
talk
my
about
god.
Star Citizen.
Oh god.
Star Citizen is this massive open world. It claims to be everything that the other game from Bethesda is. I forgot the name already. Jesus, it was so boring I forgot it.
Starfield.
Starfield, yeah. Star Citizen basically has been in development for God knows how long and wasted God knows how much money in trying to deliver a project that they claim it will be the greatest open space sim in the world. We have not had anything. We have barely gotten any information on this massive, enormous product, but apparently it exists because the company is engaging into the same kind of practices that I expected. As according to Polygon, written by Mr. Nicole Carpenter, or
Ms.
Mrs. Nicole Carpenter, sorry about that, Star Citizen developer has mandated 7-day work weeks with no promise of overtime.
Oh, hell no.
Is this legal? We asked the ex. Oh my god!
Is this the real life?
Here's the thing I literally just looked it up.
Live research.
No, companies cannot refuse to pay you overtime if you are entitled to it. The Fair Labor Standards Act, FLSA, require that non-exempt employees receive overtime pay for hours worked over 40 in a work week. So, yeah, they can
Wait,
file
that's
it.
illegal.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
illegal.
So, fuck you, developers.
Let me see
you
who's
have to
this
pay
dude.
overtime. Sorry, unless they are exempt, you need to pay it.
What is this game called again?
Star
Wars?
Citizen.
Let me check something out real quick. I want to see what the studio is that doing this shit.
It's
Lower
in
Light
the
Research.
article, isn't it?
Nope.
Cloud Imperium.
Cloud Imperium is in Manchester.
Manchester, England?
Yeah, which means that they
Oh,
don't give a
no.
fuck about work laws.
Let's see.
Okay, read the article, Angel. Let's see what we've got.
Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium is reportedly mandating his staff work 7 days a week leading up to a major event. By the way, the game has not been released yet. We don't even know if the game exists.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah.
Insider Gaming reported this week that Cloud Imperium management emailed the staff instructing the studio workforce to double down over the next 18 days. Wow, I wasn't aware that they had AP. To make sure that once again we create an amazing experience for our community. The doubling down apparently means mandated 7-day work weeks for the next 2 weeks for anybody working on Citizen Con, which is scheduled from October 19 in Manchester, England.
Okay, and is Anna did double check over here. And
Yeah, no, they can actually refuse to pay you overtime in UK.
I'm telling you,
That's
that's not a
absolute
real fucking country.
Bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Do you understand why you kick their asses and throw away their tea? Because they would have done that here too.
Jesus.
Wow, so much for the civilized country with the extended pinkies.
I mean, he's got a point.
You're not wrong. God dang it. Okay.
See to that.
Sadly, I think she's right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Cloud Imperium Management reportedly said in an email that all staff are required to work both Saturday and Sunday for the next 2 weeks. All staff must be in office. Cloud Imperium has locations in LA, Austin, Texas, Manchester, England, and Frankfurt, Germany, except for Sunday, for which is being in office is still encouraged, according to Insider Gaming. Breakfast and lunch will be served on the weekend. That's something.
Pizza
in exchange for that time worked, Cloud Imperium will give the workers time off in lieu. Toil. Wow!
Wow.
Toil.
God damn.
Oh,
Toil time.
that hurts! The acronym hurts
Oh,
so
that's
bad!
perfect. That is perfect.
Instead of overtime. God. Fuck.
Insider Gaming reported that Cloud Imperium had been letting the employees work 12 pre-approved hours of overtime in exchange for toil since July 2024. The time off, however, will be granted once Star Citizen's single-player game Squadron 42 is released. If an employee leaves the company for that, they don't get time
So
off.
basically, fuck you.
Cloud Imperium
A
declined to
giant
comment.
fuck you.
Wait.
We declined to comment.
But what if they get fired right before
We
it's
declined to
released?
comment.
We decline to comment.
The problem is that
Bullshit.
Squadron 42 was announced in 2012.
Oh my god!
Fuck!
Yeah.
12
And
years?
it's
Oh
split
my
off from-
God!
12 years?
It split off from Star Citizen in 2016 and has seen lots of delays in the
Of
decade
course it
since. There is no expected release date, which puts into question whether this shit even exists, or the likelihood of earned time off ever since coming to fruition. In the UK, there is no legal requirement to pay hourly employees time and a half, as it is in the US due to the Fair Labor Standards Act. Salary employees are not guaranteed overtime compensation in either the US or the UK per their respective labor laws.
That's
Well, no,
true.
that is true because if your salary, you get 40 hours every week.
Yeah.
Now, if it depends on the company, but you can get bonuses to compensate for working longer for other stuff.
They better get
I should know I'm
bonuses.
in payroll, so.
Employment Lawyers Association Chair Casper Glynn told Polygon that for salaried employees, the use of toil would just be an additional benefit, but its legality comes into question depending on the person's contract.
Also, under this thing, I was looking up the UK stuff. It says you cannot force your employee to work more than an average of 48 hours per week. This law is staying within the Work Time Directive 1998. Employees can agree to work longer, but they must be a signed written agreement.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. That's
Yeah.
the part where they tell you in a meeting, you can choose to work longer, but it will really tell us who really wants
Actually,
it.
I know how they. I know how
You
they
know
can
they'll
get
do
you
it like
in
that.
this. Your offer letter. So when you first come aboard, you sign that offer letter.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't read all of it. Well,
They don't read
that's
the
probably
fine
where it was
contract.
in.
Read your
Fine print.
employment contract, folks.
Always read everything,
Read
especially
the
if you're going to
fine
get.
print.
No, especially if you're going to be getting a sign-on bonus or relocation bonus, please read it because if you leave, then you're going to have to pay most, if not all of it back.
The company is not your friend.
Immediately.
Don't forget, they're here to make money and nothing else.
God.
Whether the toil terms are lawful could depend on close read of the contract, said the lawyer. Normally, toil would be banked and then paid if the contract is terminated or granted as time off. The contingent element attached to hours already worked may breach the contract depending on how pay is structured and may offend the minimum wage depending on pay levels.
Offend the minimum wage. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but the minimum wage of $7.25 an hour in the U.S. It is offended by this circumstance. Oh my! What the fuck? Kind of weird ass.
Whether the toil terms.
Jesus
now, come
Christ.
down here. Now,
Similarly.
UK employees must abide by the working
No,
time.
similarly, it's legality.
Similarly, its legality in the US offices depends largely on the type of contract the person is on. Salary workers in the US who make less than $43,000 annually are eligible for overtime pay, as are hourly workers. Come January 2025, however, the US-based workers with salaries lower than $58,000 annually will also become eligible for
If you
overtime
can
pay.
even get overtime.
Seriously.
UK employees must abide by the working time regulations, which is why Cloud Imperium management mentioned in its email, as reported by Insider Gamer, that the UK employees
Quote,
need to be mindful of the hours they work and are asked to have 11 hours outside of work in each 24-hour period. To put it simply, UK workers can work a maximum of 13 hours every 24 hours before they must take 11 hours off. The US has no law that regulates how many hours you can work in a single day. So in other words, not only are they basically fucking over the workers, they are forcing them to not get paid too much.
That is
What
fucking
the
awesome.
fuck?
The
Awful.
UK is not a real country, bro.
Ugh.
What the fuck, man?
I literally just said that. I literally just said it right down there.
Yeah, right in the fucking thing. If
Yeah,
there's
that
an emergency workplace uses a shift-based system, this doesn't apply. But Glenn told Polygon that a quote work deadline is most unlikely to be viewed as an emergency. Similarly, UK workers can't work more than 48 hours per week, averaged over 17 weeks. Glenn said, unless they opt out in their contract. Working time regulations require that workers have 1 day off, bless you, every 7 days, but that can be averaged over 2 weeks, meaning that workers would need 2 days off after working 2 weeks straight. Bless you.
Basically
By the way-
working you to the bone.
Up to this point, Star Citizen has now raised over $700 million in order to its development. The game has not been officially released. It's still in the alpha stage. It was supposed to be released in 2014. This game
Excuse
has
me!
been in development for a decade, and it made a spin-off single player that has been in development even longer somehow.
And it's fucking gone.
It's in alpha stage.
Wait. Is this like when games are on Steam and they have the early access?
Yeah, this has been on early access
And then
for
they
a
get
decade.
abandoned because, oh
Pretty
yeah,
much.
we got a lot of money from everyone, so
Pretty
bye.
much.
Wow.
For the record,
Jeez.
Oh my fucking
Zay
god!
and I-
Yeah.
Zay and I have seen this happen.
A
it
lot.
happens with a frequent
It's
alarm.
why I barely ever do early access unless I really, really, really like the game and the
Yeah.
developers are really good.
If there's one thing that we
fucking
learned from the
horrible.
game industry, you know what? We can stop there. That's enough. If there's
Yeah,
one
that's
thing
enough.
we've learned from the game industry is the fact that if anything has been on development for more than 5 years, it's a guarantee to be a piece of shit. Or completely
Yeah.
undercooked.
Or abandoned.
Or something good that could have been good but never got the full development it deserved.
And we've seen many examples of that over the years.
And sadly, now we see another example that is doing the same thing, but with the added bonus of treating its workers like shit, making sure they don't get paid too much, and using the fact that it has no laws to protect its own people, just to make sure they get screwed just a
What
little bit harder.
Fucking rip off. Oh my
Also,
god.
if anybody out there has actually played Star Citizen, can somebody tell me what the fuck kind of game it is? Because I have no idea. I never even seen gameplay of this thing.
And take a look in the chat while we're on here. Again, why not make or remaster a good game or make a sequel?
No.
Before I forgot, customers from EA. I've had customers from EA, and they know EA is getting hated on.
Good, as it deserves.
Let's see, Dusty Lane, aloha, Lisa Boo. Lisa Boo's here. Hey up, Lisa Boo.
Hey!
darling.
What
What
the what the fuck is Liu Toil?
No. As in time
Toil.
off in lieu.
Toil time.
Well, as in time off instead of something else, instead of overtime. So TOIL, toil.
Ugh.
God almighty. Aloha, Dusty. I'm hanging in there, Sarah. I'm trying to be. I'm hoping we get a home soon. I'm glad that you managed to get the stuff fixed up at least, Sarah.
Oh yeah, they're toiling, all right. They're toiling with their employees and their work hours.
Damn, it's all gone down the toilet.
Toilet.
Alas, that is that. But you know what? Let's not end it in bad news. Let's end it in good news.
Oh.
Mind you, VTubers are often not exactly good news.
We're not.
No.
Are we?
No, we can leave that there.
Oh, we
Because
can-
everybody knows that Ubisoft is getting rightfully shit on for doing stupid shit. We can
Yeah.
leave that there for next time. I want to see that story develop a little more.
Oh, okay.
I want to end this with something good.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to send our salutations to our Latina sister in like spirit and blood. One of the most well-known characters on the internet, the VTuber Iron Mouse. As you know, she started her career many years ago after her previous work in dancing and singing fell through due to the fact that she got hit by a genetic disorder that makes it that, well, the fucking air will kill her.
She has an immunodeficiency.
She requires frequent plasma transfusions, and apparently she's going into experimental medication to finally be able to step outside and not fucking die. But needless to say, her work has paid through, because not only is she one of the most beloved VTubers in the community, she's one of the most famous now. As of recently, she has passed some of the most well-known and some of the most famous Twitch tubers in existence at the moment, including the one well-known, extremely loud and bombastic Kai Cenat and Jinxie, to become the most sub-Twitch streamer ever.
Hey, that is good news.
That is an
Yes, it is.
accomplishment. Wow.
All right, well, let's go ahead
It's also old news, but we don't give a fuck because it's Iron Mouse.
Wait. How many subs do we know?
We don't know.
Wait,
We're
how-
going to see here. Okay,
Oh, yeah, this is old news.
it doesn't matter. Here's how.
80,000 subscribers.
No, she surpassed him by over. This is Iron Mouse. She's adorable.
That's an old model. The new one looks like a witch. She has a
And,
big old...
and
cute.
last year she won Streamer of the Year in the Game Awards.
That's right.
Yeah.
Surprise
You remember
everyone.
the fucking speech that where her live streaming, she actually won. It's like, oh, and the winner's gonna be, oh, it's Quackity. Iron Mouse. What?
She's
I thought-
She dropped her uwu cutesy voice and her actually fucking voice.
That's
it
awesome.
was,
pretty
it was
funny.
beautiful and silly.
And you know
Fucking
what?
love
She
it.
earned it.
Yeah.
She deserves it.
And more importantly is the fact that she's doing something good with that fame and power, because not only trying to cure her own problems, she's trying to cure somebody else's. Let me find that article that Juan just put up there, because those letters are way too small and I don't like them.
Let me see if this is. Let me see if it. Yay! It actually. This is what I mean by optimizing your fucking websites.
According to Plasma Hero, popular VTuber Iron Mouse raises awareness for donations. For some, getting in front of a virtual crowd of 1.3 million and talking about their lives,
That's
struggles,
her thing.
and
Hell
successes may seem scary. But for Iron Mouse, it's a typical day. This VTuber, a virtual YouTuber who uses the avatar while streaming to the audience, uses her platform to bring awareness to plasma donations in her primary immunodeficiency PI diagnosis. Iron Mouse first spoke of her diagnosis as a common variable immunodeficiency CVID, a type of PI early in her streaming career. She remembers getting questions about the noises people could hear in the background, which were the medical devices. Yeah, she's hooked up to a bunch of machinery. Iron Mouse, who uses a pseudonym and an avatar to create content, worried about how people will react to her diagnosis and hesitated to tell the followers about the illness. I've always wanted people to treat me normally, but my health was affecting my streaming. As it turns out, talking about the illness has given her a platform to educate others on living with a rare chronic disorder. At the time, I think I was so worried I didn't realize how talking about it could raise awareness, she reflected. I don't take my illness the main focus of my content, but I do speak about it from time to time for education and awareness, and to explain why I may not be feeling my best at times. Her efforts have been wildly successful. For her Twitch anniversary, Iron Mouse fans raised over more than $100,000
Whoa!
for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which
That's
inspired others to
amazing.
follow her footsteps. There was actually a point in one of her early streams where somebody just straight up gave her $2,000 for new equipment, and she broke down crying because she wasn't expecting that level of
Oh!
like, she's like, it's gonna take a few hours, bam, $2,000 immediately.
A little brief history here. In 2022, Iron Mouse's fellow streamer Sea Dog raised
he belonged with Crash Taste.
$300,000
Yeah.
for IDF through a
Cyclothon.
He literally got on a bicycle and he cycled through like half of Japan by himself. It was crazy.
And that's fucking brilliant. Sea Dog, also known as Connor, and Iron Mouse have become good friends over the years, and he has an understanding of her struggles and is someone Iron Mouse has been able to rely on. I remember talking to Connor on a call when he told me about the cyclothon, says Iron Mouse. I was shocked he was going to do something that big, but happy he was donating it to charity. Then when he told me he was raising money for IDF, I cried so much. The fact that anyone would put their body through such rigorous exercise, all to raise money for a cause that deeply impacts my life and the lives of so many others, is incredible to me. Iron Mouse also raises awareness for plasma donation. Plasma is liquid gold to me, she said. Without it, I get very sick, but with my regular infusions, I'm able to live my life to the best of my ability. Plasma has given me an opportunity to live again.
Iron Mouse receives regular immunoglobulin replacement therapy infusions. IG provides her with the antibodies that her body would make if she didn't have CVID. Since IG only replaces the missing end product, though, IG replacement therapy is usually necessary for an individual's lifetime. And since IG can only be made from human plasma, people who rely on it also rely on plasma donors.
I didn't know anything about plasma or CVID, and I struggled to find people to connect with. And it was hard to find resources that were easily available without a thorough Google search, she admitted. I know so many people encourage blood donation, and I want to make sure I can reach as many people as I can to tell people about living with a PI and donating plasma. I want more people to know that we are here and we need support. But I also want people to know that they are not alone.
During her streams, Iron Mouse speaks for her 1.3 million followers. She calls them her precious family, by the way. and how plasma benefits so many others in the same way, encouraging her followers to donate. In fact, many of those followers reach out to her with pictures and stories of their plasma donation experiences, showing her firsthand that raising awareness can make a difference. I have so many supporters that have told me that they now regularly donate plasma. It touches my heart to know that many people are making time out of their days to save lives and help people. Iron Mouse has brought many people into the world of PI and plasma donations by talking about her experience and providing links and information to those who are interested, truly making her a plasma hero. When asked about how she feels about her impact, she replied, "The fact that so many even consider donating plasma or that it encourages them to go online and get more information is just amazing to me." So there you have it.
That's wonderful.
The
Oh
small,
my God.
loud Latino woman has made an impact in this world, the likes of which very few wish they could reach. We here at the Ravens flock wish her the best. Increased health.
Absolutely. This
And
is-
we sincerely hope that the experimental medical treatments that she will receive in the future may allow her to live the life that she has been denied for so long. Even though she may be contained in her room, her words have reached out to millions, and that is something that very few can claim to do so. Congratulations, Iron Mouse. You really fucking made it, girl. That was incredible.
That was very incredible. I like that.
God
That's a
damn,
good-
that's
a
some
great
good
story.
shit right
Just
there.
wanted to end this with some good news, man. It's been depressing this fucking week.
And
No,
that-
dude, it's good.
And
This is
that
good news.
website right at the end of the article said, "Hey, find a plasma donation place now." Well, I'm sharing the link for it right here in the chat. We want every single one of y'all motherfuckers, if it's within your ability and if you can, and if it's reasonable to you, to please go ahead and see what you can do about donating plasma. If it's within your ability, you have no clue how many lives you can impact and save with that stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be donating plasma next Saturday, right before
We go
Los
live.
Amigos play.
I wish I could
Oh,
donate
dear.
plasma.
Yeah, there are
Less than
requirements.
100. So.
Yeah, there are
Blood is
requirements
poisonous.
in order for you to donate plasma. One of them being you have to be over 110 pounds. So
I just can't.
please,
wait on-
please look
That's
that up
good.
first
Most people will be
before
happy
you
to have a
decide
metabolism that quick.
to donate.
No,
Yes.
I am severely underweight.
Exactly. Go eat more steaks.
No.
You need more steaks.
Have a steak.
No,
Tomahawk
just
steaks.
no. You know what she needs to do, and I told her this. Just eat so many peanuts.
Just give me a jug of
Peanuts
peanut
give you
butter.
protein.
Well, I have
help
like
you grow
7
big.
jars of peanut butter at my house.
Of
So
much
I'll
great
bring you some next
strongness.
time, all right?
Give me.
Yeah.
Just give me a spoon and I'll just eat.
And with
We're
that,
gonna do a mukbang. It's just gonna be Dragon Fan with 7 pounds of peanut butter.
No, Jesus, not 7 pounds at low. We can
I
do
like
it.
peanut butter.
You
Oh
can,
my
you
God.
can do. You
Give
can.
me peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. Creamy or crunchy?
Creamy.
I don't like
How
it.
can no one else like crunchy? Am I the only one who likes
Well,
to
no,
taste the
it's
crunchy
good.
of the peanuts?
But you know what? With that one, maybe you should put that onto like brownies with the crunchy.
Okay, here's
and
my
have
deal.
peanut butter
I like
with
crunchy by
it.
itself. I
Yes.
prefer smooth for everything else.
Yeah, for a peanut butter sandwich,
Just
creamy.
make me
But
a
I
lot
like
of
my peanut butter with
sandwiches.
crunchy even in the
I
sandwich.
had a bad
Sorry.
experience
Okay,
where
I
a
can-
chunk of spiky peanut went right into the roof of my mouth.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Okay.
That was
and
unpleasant.
also
See, that's
there
what I
was
was going to comment. I
there-
like crunchy
Oh, hey,
until
Sarah
it started
agrees
to
with
get-
you. Sarah likes it crunchy as well.
Yeah,
Until it got
was
stuck in my teeth.
Well, there was also a
Dang,
point
nabbit.
where I didn't know that it was crunchy, and I bit into something, and suddenly, if you have crunchy and what was supposed to be creamy, you tend to be like, nope,
Like,
done. Yeah,
It's the texture
yeah,
thing. I get
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But it's so. It feels
Yeah,
wrong to me.
creamy.
No, but if I'm just like eating it, then
Yes.
oh yes, crunchy.
If you're just
Mm.
I
spooning
will
it.
Yes.
legit. I
Yes.
will legit take
Okay.
a jar of peanut butter and just go nom nom nom. nom.
Right.
Okay, but
Yeah.
is it gotta be like the just regular plain creamy peanut butter, or is it like one of those roasted honey peanut butter?
No,
ones?
just
I don't
normal.
actually like roasted honey that much because if I leave it too long, it basically starts making it like an oil layer on top of the pork.
Yeah.
Ah, you're right.
That
Yeah.
is why you
Yeah.
mix it up.
It's not bad. You can just throw it away or mix it, but if you leave it there for too long, it's still non-perishable.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be losing some flavor because the oil is part of it.
That's
All right,
why you
okay,
always,
makes-
Everyone,
that's why you
we
always
can
stir
go
it.
ahead and table the discussion of peanut butter another time because we have reached the end of our programming. I think we're universally saying that we're hungry. We
Very
gotta wrap
hungry.
this up.
Yeah,
So,
let me take a look before we do. Sarah, I love Iron Mouse. We all do. She's an awesome VTuber. There was VTuber at AFO Rave the first night. That was cool. I'll have to check it out next time. I used to donate plasma twice a week. I always felt the side effects.
Yeah, there
it's gonna,
is- there
It's gonna
are
be
side
wild,
effects.
but yeah, we'll make it happen. Creamy, crunchy, creamy, crunchy. I like crunchy, creamy. Okay, cool.
okay, yeah. Anyways.
Thank you, guys.
So, we have reached the end of the programming, and we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. We saw some new faces on the chat, and we appreciate your guys' engagement. Now, As far as announcements goes,
And the insane generosity too. Shit. What? Sorry. A shout out to Vixen for donating, for gifting those memberships, and Anthony Locker for dropping $50 on us earlier today on this week's edition of Los Amigos Play. Holy fuck! Thank you guys all so much.
that being said, I do need to say this right now. With the imminent hurricane Milton that's going to be heading our way.
It's only tropical storm right now, motherfucker.
But it's gonna be
it's gonna be a hurricane.
Now
We know
listen,
this.
we do have to issue a disclaimer. There's a possibility, depending on the severity of the storm and what happens next week,
And where it goes.
we may not be able to stream our shows.
If
Supposedly.
it happens, we'll let you know ahead of time.
Especially
if it
on
doesn't,
Wednesday.
great. But as we said, well, in Wednesday, the signal might go down because we don't know how those blackouts are, how the signal is going to screw up. So
They said Wednesday it's going to be right off the
Well,
coast.
Wednesday a.m.
Yeah.
Wednesday
It's
AM
when
will
it's
be.
gonna be literally.
we will do
Yeah.
our best to keep you posted. But yes, there is a possibility that for the sake of not dying, we might not drive here to the show.
Understood.
And
Or you
also,
guys may have to come up with.
yeah,
Correct.
But
But-
also, just if you guys are in Florida and you're especially West
If you're
Florida,
on the coast.
please make sure. I mean, again, don't go crazy, but
Hey, man.
He's gotta use
responsibly
No.
make sure that you get everything done. Get your snacks. Do not touch them. I know you guys do not touch your hurricane snacks. Make sure you board up if you need to when it gets closer. And take care of yourself. If you have to evacuate, please evacuate.
Please
do not
evacuate.
stay.
Don't try to be a hero! Don't try to be it! We don't need no more heroes, okay? Don't try to be a hero!
With that being
Don't
said,
try to be a badass!
With
Don't
that
try to
being-
be a Florida man!
one.
Yes!
So with that being said,
No.
we will keep you all posted of what happens, okay? Now, that being said, this is normally the part where I would pivot over to Angel here, but he decided to
He
step out
vanished.
for a bit.
No,
so-
he didn't this side step out. He has an emergency he's got to deal with.
Well, we are far from done with our story of Shadow the Hedgehog. Tune in to Los Amigos Play, which is every Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at Kick, where I will continue the villain arc of Shadow the Hedgehog and go full evil, helping Black Doom conquer the planet and wiping out everybody.
No.
Oh my fucking
Listen,
Lord.
You're trying to go back to your edgy, cool
Edge
way
lord.
back there in
You're
high
you're
school
like-
side, huh?
Are you serious? No, like seriously, like
I
y'all
go
are
to
taking all
Hot
my
Topic.
y'all are-
I'm edgy.
y'all are taking all my best, like actually not even all my best lines, but y'all are taking half of my lines. Cut it out.
Sorry.
Edgy,
That's my
edgy,
shit.
edgy.
Oh my goodness.
Edgy, hedgy motherfucker. Like
Anyway.
what? Like y'all two are some motherfuckers to talk. Y'all are all up in the Shad Owl, the Hedgehog,
I was
Cloaca.
gonna say, you do know
over
that
here,
eventually
all
you
ding
two are
dang
gonna be
ding dong,
playing, right?
fucking live long day.
You do know that eventually you two will be
One.
playing.
No, because I'm
Are you
saving my
surprised?
fingers for a
No, I'm
plague tale when we do that. It's gonna be all
Good
me. And
Okay,
Sis.
but what about Dragon Fang?
I'll help sis out.
yeah.
They got you,
I
Jose.
wanna play.
All right.
Call Canada A up there, buddy. We appreciate you being here.
And
Thank you.
for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where me and my tag partner, Mr. Wanda Rouse, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Last week, we covered the televised debut of NXT on the CW network, which we have already reported was a huge success. And now, this upcoming Thursday, join us as me and Juan, we bring back the
Here's hoping.
Here's
Right.
hoping that we bring back the Tuesday Night War, because this coming Tuesday on October 8th, AEW and WWE will be clashing head to head on Tuesday evening for NXT and AEW Dynamite. They're not exactly going to be in the same time slot, because apparently Dynamite's going to be on a 9 p.m. showtime.
Okay.
NXT is going to be an 8 p.m. showtime.
Okay, 8 to 10 for NXT, 9 to 11 for AEW.
I'll have to check my sources, but yeah, that's what I
Please
heard.
double check that because
And
it's
of course-
still hilarious.
And of course, we'll also cover the main event of this year's pay-per-view event, WWE's Bad Blood,
Which is happening right now.
which is happening right now. So, more on that on Thursday.
Don't touch me.
Okay, fine.
Don't touch me.
I won't touch you.
Good, don't.
Do your thing, and I won't
Boy.
touch you.
I'm going to do my thing. Fine, I'll do my
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, and of course, we do start our weeks off on Wednesday nights on my program, The Black Files, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. As you guys can tell, we here cover a whole wide swath of stories spanning the world of nerd and geek culture. As I looked at Dragon Fang yawning, that was not a. I wasn't trying to. Okay.
totally
Totally
did.
on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose.
Lies.
Yes,
Purpose.
you did.
Maybe.
Lies.
But on the Black Files, we just zero in on one story and we cut to the heart of it, and we try to cut down to the core of these stories, and we give our opinions. We don't hold shit back, and we spit it all out, and we try to make some sense of it. This past Wednesday, we talked about the dead internet theory, a nice little wild conspiracy theory that started a couple years back. That basically saying, by the way, all the every interaction you see on the internet isn't real. That it's all
bots.
AI. It's all bots, which is bullshit because
You're just talking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you see that person that you're talking to online?
they're not real.
It's a bot.
Is
It's
it?
a bot. It's a
Are you sure you don't know it's a bot? You
a
know it's
bot.
real. You don't know if it's a real person. It gets the paranoia. Everybody's coming to
Yeah,
get
so
me.
I guess that means when we talk to each other online, we're all bots.
I
huh?
guess we're all bots. Yeah.
I know.
No, like it's like
It's only when we come together we are talking to the real person.
Interesting theory,
Huh.
but there's a lot of.
there's a lot of
Lot of
gaps in
bullshit.
there. You could drive a
There's
16-wheeler
a lot
through.
of bullshit.
There is, but the trouble is that there is also a lot of interesting facts and nuggets and details to try to corroborate the claim. But it's like Homer Simpson jumping the Springfield Gorge on the skateboard. You think he's gonna make it across, but he falls straight down right at the end. It doesn't clear the landing. At least not as far as I'm concerned. I did that because it was an interesting theory, and I figured people will start getting paranoid and weirded out the more the more popular this theory gets. So we're trying to dispel it. Trying to demystify the dead internet theory to help put people's mind at ease, and hopefully not everyone goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like I almost did. So if you guys like these kind of stories or other news stories from the darker side of nerd and geek culture, be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night as Dragonfang yells. That time was on purpose.
Don't be an asshole.
That time it was on purpose.
That was an asshole move.
Okay. That time it was on purpose.
You deserve that.
One, you do know that she knows where you sleep.
You
Yes.
deserve that one.
Are you looking for a bunkmate? Giggity.
Oh my god.
Be sure to
I
request
will end you.
Be sure to request access every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and Kick for my program, The Black Files.
And of course, tune into our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where we, the motley crew of nerds, are gathered here every Saturday to discuss with you the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, and whether no matter what TV deal has struck gold for one company or any other corporate bullshit that happens out there, there's always something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you. Now, once again, I do want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. You guys have been fantastic. This is something that we've been doing for a very long time, working hard and staying strong to make your voice
our mission.
With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Xeon Rose Cosplay, K-Sword Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard to stay strong to make your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook. Why is it load? There we go. Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/Ravens Flock 13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock online, Kick.com/The Ravens Flock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.
Hungry. We are hungry, actually. Hungry.
So hungry. Let's eat.
Okay, let's please refrain from